I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week, daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
One of the biggest moments of my life will be this Friday, where I moved from New Jersey to Florida. Now, actually, I did that once before. I used to live in New Jersey, and I went to school for electrical wiring, and I moved to Florida. I moved to Florida because of advanced training, so I had an apartment and job waiting for me. So that's the first time I got to experience Florida. But I was young. I was like, I don't know, 21 or 22 or something. But anyway, guys, I've been saying this for so long. My family didn't believe me. My kids didn't believe me. You guys didn't believe me. But the Cowboy King of Entertainment is moving to Florida. And it's crazy. I got all these emotions, but I got to get down to business. So the channel, I've always said years ago, people said, dude, why don't you take your channel more serious and be more focused? I said, dude, I stream out of my bedroom. I got kids just walking in whenever. I said, when I move to Florida, I have my own dedicated room. Then I might take this YouTube thing a bit more serious. So then my daughter moved out. I inherited this room, and the laundry room is right there. So people still walk in, and then also the back door is right there. So people still walk in. right? So it's not really my own. As of right now, we're trying to get, we're looking at all the houses that's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So one of those rooms is the Cowboy Epic Entertainment Studios. I forgot what they used to call it. But so anyway, that leads me to today. I'm really busy this week. I got a lot I got to do in order to leave this house on Thursday. So I want when I move to, you know me, I don't had the name is Cowboy King of Content, Cowboy King of Entertainment, and now your mama knows. I mean, I'm not afraid to reshape and shift, right? So I want this move to Florida to be something like a phoenix, like a fiery phoenix. See, that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I want my move to be something different. I want to rebrand. I want to change the name of the channel, and I want to try to make my content a little more specific, if you will, a little more on task. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but what I do know is I'm going to take some time away, and I won't never stop making content. I'll still be putting out videos, but I probably will hold off on new content. You'll probably see older videos until I actually got the channel and figure out what I want. Like I got the name in mind. I kind of got what I think I want the logo to be, but everything I do, I want to do when I get in Florida. So I don't want to do it now. I want to wait till I get to Florida and actually let my creative juices start flowing, because everything I think I want to do now, it might just change when I actually get to Florida. So guys, thank you for being with me, rocking with me. It's been fun, great journey, but it's time to switch things up. So today will be my last podcast, and Wednesday will be my last We Wrestle Wednesdays. Tomorrow I'm pretty busy hanging out with an old friend, so I don't think I can stream it all. I don't know. Maybe I'll see what I could do. Thursday, it's moving day, right? Or it's packing day. So I'll be packing, and I just, so at the end of the day, this is my last day where we all could get together and laugh and BS and talk about gaming and console wars and whatever it is in the presidency. So, guys, this stream is gonna be epic. For one reason and one reason only. And that's because we are epic. And I'm a cowboy. Oh, man. That's it. Now, I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you grab a chair. And we get into this show. Also, if you're new to the channel, go to the homepage and scroll down. You see all the things I do for movies, the podcast, the movie reviews, the product reviews. It's all on there. All right, so where's my glasses at is a good question. So let's pull this up. And my guy, Mr. Urban World, got the eyes open. He said, anything goes. I said, got some Christmas shopping in today. Really? You're shopping already? What up, awesome people? Let's turn it up for the cowboy. Yo, my man, Mr. No Nonsense himself. Thank you for always being a part of this thing, man. We're going to still make this thing do what it do. But today, we're going to send this thing off. And this will be the last of the old before we get into the new. So, do you ever pick up Rex? I used to pick them up. I don't really touch those little things anymore. You said Stadia was the Phoenix. Haha, I did say that. And unfortunately, it got watered down. You said Stadia was the Phoenix. Let me see. Chat is now open to everyone. What the hell is that?
Oh, this thing is playing the things over. That was weird. Okay. Phoenix. You'll never guess what I bought today. You bought a pair of underwears. KB Joe 2 graphs. Had to pop in on the final clip out of Dirty Jersey. Congratulations again on the beginning of the next chapter in your journey. You gotta call your studio the stable. That's kind of dope. Yo, thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. But we'll see, man. Yeah, I used to call it Cowboy Epic Entertainment Studio. But let's just say I could play games again. Really? Didn't know you couldn't play games before last time. Here, let's do a little pump for Urban because he could play games again. Get this pump for Urban. Because he could play games again. All right. So it's time to get it in. And first things first is to bring in my guy, none other than the crazy wildest cat you all know is F the Cat. Give it up. Let's go. Take it away.
Yo.
F Cat, what's up, man? Here you are. You know?
Yeah, figure we'd do a little something. I can get an echo over there.
Okay. Let me see what microphone I got set up. Might be me. No, I think it's this NVIDIA. What is this? What be taking over? All right, speakers should have been.
So we'll do something a little different today.
Okay.
So instead of me pulling up articles, because I know people come up in these streams and are like, you don't read the article, y'all spreading misinformation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a picture of what we're going to talk about.
Okay. Oh, Chloe is in the building. What's up, Chloe? And then your boy Urban said, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I just won my $50 from Room. When is that fight anyway?
That is Friday on Netflix. I just subscribed to Netflix to watch that.
Damn, I don't know what state I'm gonna be driving through when that fight goes on, but all right. Well, look, man, you ready to get this? You ready to get the show started, man?
Yeah, you got it on your phone, right?
Oh, what's on my phone?
Netflix.
Oh yeah, I got Netflix. Yeah. I thought you were saying.
That's funny. This has come up because you could pull me up. We could talk about this.
Okay, let's see. Bam! All right, so you know what's crazy? Remember the fight got called off and then the fight came back on? I didn't watch anything since they came on. I think they did like they had a little trailer or whatever. Like I seen like the thumbnails popped up, but
Oh, you could put the link out in chat for anybody.
Okay, where's the link? Where's the link in the Discord?
No, let's put it in the chat.
Right, you want me to put the link in the wait? Where's the link
in the chat?
I thought you can't put links in the chat. You mean the YouTube chat?
No, the link to join the show.
Oh,
everybody
damn,
else.
Man, I apologize. I keep forgetting. Yeah, actually, yeah. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. I be feeling like FCAT, it's just me and FCAT rocking. But yeah, FCAT is right. So to join the show, bam, here is the link. I will pin it. Bam. There we have it. Okay, sorry. She's sending me houses. Tonight we actually got to go through our houses
and see what's our favorite, get our top 10. So when we get there, we actually start hitting the ground running and get the realtor to take us to see blah, blah, blah. But anyway, all right. So yeah, there's the link, guys. Jump on in if you guys want to be a part of the discussion. Today's going to be nothing less than epic. And we're going to talk about it all. But should we start with the presidency?
We're gonna start off with this. Who you think's gonna win?
Okay, so you know what I think? I think a lot of people are doubting Jake Paul because they think, oh, it's Mike Tyson. But I do feel there's something. I don't think Mike Tyson's the old Mike Tyson. I think what made Mike Tyson the old Mike Tyson is he was young and he was just rambunctious and he was a rebel and he had no care in the world, right? He was just ruthless. And I think Mike Tyson now is more mature. He's older. He's more calm. He's more collective.
Didn't he punch somebody at an airport or on an airplane or something like that?
There was some
recently?
video of him. It wasn't like he like gave him a Mike Tyson punch. You know what I mean? But I think the thing is, I think what happens is when you're young, I think a couple things. He was young and he had the power. Yes, he had the speed. Like physically, he was the guy he was. But I think the no fear, like I did martial arts for so many years, right? And I think when you think about what you're going to do too much, you second guess what you're going to do. I think Tyson was just young and powerful and he was just so what he did was once he started knocking people out, his opponents would go into it thinking they might get knocked out and they would hesitate. And he had no fear of being knocked out and just went in full guns blazing. And that's what made him really good because not only did he go in full guns blazing with no fear, but he had the power behind it, right? Now he's older and he's wiser. And I think that's going to make him hesitate. That's going to make him, just not perform the way the old Tyson, what we think. So yeah, he looks great. He's in great shape. Now, I'm not saying that means he's going to lose, but I think Jake Paul is the younger guy. He's been doing it more recently and active. And so I don't think it's going to be the Tyson just beating him down as everybody think. And don't be surprised if nobody get knocked out. It'll be, kind of like a whack, to the decision. Don't be shocked. But FCAT is in the building. I say FCAT. Dodge Man's in the building. It's the last stream before the move. And wait a minute. Neon Ninja's in the building. Hey, not a problem at all, man. Listen, I'm one of those channels where I'm a people's person and I like to shout out everybody. I don't even care. You're new, brand new, you make a comment. Once YouTube told me I could make comments, I can make a video a short off of people comments. Why not give that shout out? So I just want to, I appreciate anybody, good or bad. There's some people who troll me and, got bad stuff to say. I mean, look, I'm wearing a freaking cowboy hat. I make fun of myself, but I appreciate it because they didn't even have to take the time to, interact with me. But yeah, not a problem at all, Ninja. Neo. Oh, Bulls for Life is in the building. Hey, Bulls, man, when are you going to give it up? Michael Jordan don't play no more. I mean, it's been years, man. Let it go. But FCAT, what's your thoughts, man? And you guys in the chat, what's your thoughts? Who you think is going to win? Like, do we need to get a poll?
Yeah, you can run a poll if you want.
I'm sure most people are going to say Tyson.
Oh yeah. But then you gotta think about, is this stage for money?
Is the what?
Is this whole thing staged for money? Like, is this gonna be a scripted fight?
Well, remember when Tyson did that one exhibition and like he really wasn't even trying to go hard or whatever, right? I mean, that is another part. They could be in cahoots and like, dude, let's make it look good and let's just get some money. And maybe Jake might win just so they could have a rematch. And then maybe Mike will win and then they do the rubber match and they really get money. I don't know. So let me ask you this though. If Tyson loses, do you feel like, okay, he's done, he shouldn't try to box anymore, he's past his prime?
Probably so.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think that's what the world might look at it as. Like, all right, bro, you lost to Jake Paul. Because some people don't take Jake Paul serious. I said definitely create a poll. All right, Urban. All right, fair enough.
Isn't Jake Paul like UFC?
No. But he's been fighting people who were in the UFC that want to do boxing. All right, so let's go make a poll. Back up a little bit.
But his brother's in WWE, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys. Let me see. All right, so start a poll. Who will win? Tyson. Get it together.
I want to see Tyson against Miguel Cotto.
Tyson get who?
Cotto.
And I just think Tyson is past his prime. The thing is with me, right? Tyson probably could have a good career just boxing, right? You know, some lower people or whatever. But I think the thing is, what I want out of Tyson is what you'll never get, right? I want the days
I
of
feel
like, I
like
want the old Tyson. That's
like Jake Paul should fight Brock Lesnar.
yeah, all right. That's what would be a UFC match, and Jake Paul will get destroyed. All right, so never, man, never. Let's go, Bulls. Let me see. Jake Paul is getting 100 million. Mike Tyson is getting 20 million. Oh wow. Let me see. He said he's not doing it for the money. Wouldn't ruin his legacy, and really want to hurt this kid. So I'm gonna take his word for it. I don't know. I was just listening to the radio yesterday. This morning, actually, I was driving to work, and I was hearing him on a cannabis song and whatnot. I don't know. I'm not a big sports
I asked
fan.
Urban
It's
earlier if Tyson
hmm.
ever fought Holyfield. No, not Holyfield. Mayweather. Floyd
Hold on. What?
Mayweather. He said no.
Hold on. Say that again.
I would love to see that fight. Tyson against Floyd Mayweather.
Well, first of all, their weight class is way like they're not. You know what I mean? Like that would never happen unless they was on the street. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Ninja said, I'm not a big sports fan. If it's hockey or baseball, maybe. I'm not a big sports fan either, at all. But I do watch WWE. Let me see. Jake Paul is just a Disney kid turned YouTuber turned boxer, and he has a nice right hand. He only lost to Tyson Fury, younger brother. He beat Anderson Silva. Oh, damn. He did beat Anderson Silva? Wow. He still hits hard, just not as fast. But dude is a tank. Still a beast. Wait, when he beat Anderson Silva, was it stoppage or was it just the decision? I've seen Mike Tyson before though. Yeah, Mike Tyson, he was a beast, man.
Well, the
Mike
last fight
would
Tyson got in, um he bit the ear.
he said Mike would have lost against Floyd. He's too elusive. I mean, yeah, I mean that's the thing with Floyd. That's why a lot of people don't. Oh, he KO'd Anderson. Damn, I might have to look that up. You can pull it up on YouTube. I'm sure I can. You know what? We might just have to.
I don't know. That might get copyright.
Might be right, or it might just somebody
Yeah.
might just have like a clip of it. What is this? Underground Garage official trailer. There's supposed to be some like racing game coming out at some point where it's like the ground and stuff is breaking up. Remind me of my game, Split Second. They're trying to look out for that. All right, here we go. Jake Paul, KO, Anderson, Silva. All right, guys, let's see a little treat. This might get me knocked. But let's check it out anyway.
Much more aggressive, Sylvan. This is what you
dang.
Silva knocked down by Paul.
That was it? Oh, come on.
High drama at Desert Diamond Arena. 8th and final round.
Hey, man.
Aggressive, Sylvan. This is
That
what
did
you
not happen.
Silva knocked down by Paul.
Wait. Yo, they just robbed me. Thought he got KO'd.
He said maybe second, maybe third, but
And he's going
the
for
fifth.
What the hell? Oh, best highlights? All right, never mind. Sorry about that, guys. I was really trying to see this whole Jake Paul knockout.
So he's more of a celebrity boxer?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. He is more
That's
of
the
a
thing.
celebrity boxer.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he's just kinda
Tyson's
like,
going to kill him. Tyson's going to kill him.
I don't know, man.
He's going to make an example out of him,
I
bro.
think, like he said, dude is a tank too. I got a feeling it's not going to be the fight we think it's going to be. But anyway, bringing in none other than one of my favorite people, Mr. 5-0 Trey himself. No nonsense. Coming in the building. Give it up. Let's go. What's up, man? Bam.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Sorry about that. How you doing?
Ring the alarm.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good. What's up? How you doing today, man?
I'm trying to figure out this computer stuff. I'm not, but good.
I know.
Yeah, last show I had to pull up on you.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, this is gonna be a cool little journey. You already know personally how I'm feeling about this, and so it's just we had some crazy stuff too. So Sunday was when it got really cold for Jersey, right? Because it's been warm, exceptionally warm. So we wake up yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our heat isn't working. I was saying to Sandy, I was like, man, it's kind of cold. I was like, did you turn the heat on? She's like, yeah, the heat was on. So I go check. The heat isn't working. I try the pilot light. It's done. I call our electric public service company. They're like, we can't come out to Monday. We're like, all right. Now, mind you, we're selling the house and nothing could be wrong. Right. So I'm like, come on. Then Sandy's daughter come home and she's got to go get her car because she got dropped off. Right. And and mind you, we're cold. So we get in the hot tub. Right. We haven't gotten the hot tub this first time this year. So we get in the hot tub. We're in there for less than 10 minutes, right? We're just chilling. And then all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang. My car won't start. So we get out. I'm like, anyway, so we go.
Mm-hmm.
Battery shot. I take the battery out, take it to AutoZone. Battery's done. He was like, but we really don't know. Could be the starter, right? Put the new battery in. Car still don't start, right? Thinking it's the starter. So I feel like that was our threes. I had people say bad things happen in threes. So then today they came to check it out. Guess why our heat wasn't working?
The pilot light went out, or?
Bro, a bird was in the motor.
Oh, wow.
So one of the things I got flagged for was that we didn't have a chimney cap. I didn't have a chimney cap for years, right? So fine, put a chimney cap. Now, a couple months ago, we smelled something that smelled like bad in there. We was like maybe a mouse died or something. I don't know, and the smell went away. So when the heat didn't turn on, it was like I took the whole thing off to check the pilot light because it's an automatic igniter, so you can't light it with a fire, right? So all of a sudden you hear like this sound, like zzz, like the motor spinning, right? Bro, they took it out and said it was a bird back there. So sometimes they fall down. He said it happens more than you think. The bird fell down and just died. And eventually, as the heat was on and the motor spins, it just kept getting closer and closer and closer and it clogged up and burnt out the motor.
Wow.
So anyway, we got the whole worry-free warranty. So they fixed it. Cost us nothing. So I'm like, you know what? Then see her car got fixed. Figured out, oh, it's the alternator. So she got the new battery. Getting the alternator tomorrow. I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm just looking forward. Like, listen, ain't nothing stopping us now. Like, let's just
Right.
kind of,
It's an emotion.
you know what I mean? It's time to be like, listen, this is it. So anyway, house is almost empty. It's crazy. So even when I get off of this, we gotta take out a dresser because our last garbage day is tomorrow. So we gotta put out everything by tomorrow. We've been selling stuff like crazy. I sold our kitchen table that I bought years ago when I was with my ex-wife. So it's just been it's been cool. Anyway, sorry guys, I didn't want to bring up all this stuff.
You just catching up. Sorry, y'all.
I'm catching y'all up to speed, man. You know.
Right.
But what's up with you, man? Coming to rock with me and FCAT?
Yeah, working kids and regular everyday life, but you know,
Yeah, what you think
even
about
before,
this?
huh? Oh, Jake Paul and I mean,
you don't watch it Friday?
Yeah, of course. They're gonna break records for that because everybody got Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what? 250 million people. You know it's gonna do crazy numbers. But I don't know, man. I think Jake Paul gonna beat him up, and that's from somebody coming from a you know, as a kid. I you know, when I was younger, I watched Mike Tyson, Cowboy. You know, that was your era too, watching him. It got so bad for a while, we got tired of getting the HBO pay-per-views because it would be like you'd pay the $50 for the pay-per-view.
Yep.
When you could get him back then, and he would knock him out within like 13 seconds.
Yeah.
So it was like, it'd be like, man, that was $50 wasted. But
yep,
unfortunately, it ain't that day and age anymore. Mike Tyson is 96 years old. He was just in the hospital. The fight's been postponed because he's having health issues. You know, he's definitely not what he used to be. I know he's one of the greatest champions of all time. I watched him like live. And but dude's too young for him. I mean, if it's a publicity stunt and he like gets some wild swing and maybe knocks him down or something, I don't know. But I want to go for Mike Tyson because he's my era. But I think his time has passed, and I think old boy gonna beat him up. A little bit, not beat him up, but you know, he's just gonna do his thing. You know.
I think
this is an expedition. This is an yeah.
No, this is a regular fight though, right? This isn't an exhibition, right?
I think there's rules and stipulations to it, you know, but I don't know exactly what those are. I know it's not like if you were just watching like a real, you know. I don't think Jake Paul gets any besides moral victory or just knowing that he beat Mike Tyson. I don't think it will be a win that will go on a boxing record, if that makes any sense.
No, listen, it makes sense. He said my bad. He the KO Tyson.
Yeah, he'll get the bragging rights, but it won't go on record.
Nate Robinson, huh?
Yeah, you know
the thing is, that's he'll get the bragging rights, but it won't go on record.
So that's like murder. You get on Fortnite, right? And some kid, and you used to be the dude on Fortnite, and now look at you now. Some kid beat you and be like, "I beat murder." You're like, "Hey, bro, I don't even play no more." You know. Now I'm not taking nothing away from Mike, but I just think, again, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, but I think what made Mike great is his age. He was just young, rambunctious. Now, granted, he was still fast, he was still powerful, he still had the skills, but he had no fear, right? He was just this young kid that's just tough as hell. So when he went into it, he just thought, I'm trying to kill you. So like in combat, when you don't have no fear, you're really dangerous. Now you could put a danger to yourself, but Mike had the skill to back up just running in, and he didn't care. And what he did was he made his opponents second guess themselves. So now when he fought people, they paused a little bit, and that moment of hesitating, Mike was on it. I don't think Mike has that killer instinct no more. He's older, he's wiser, he's more caring. He's like, you know, he's more forgiving. You know, I think he's gonna second guess some of the moves that he wouldn't have second guessed.
Cowboy, you do know that Mike Tyson is 88 and should technically not even be fighting right now.
Right, correct. Like Dana White always said,
he was out of his prime 20 years or 15 years ago, 20 years ago. You know, 25 years ago, he been smoking a lot of weed. You be seeing him doing, you know, not. Hey,
he was on the Hangover.
You know how I roll. Yeah, he been doing a lot of. You see him in commercials, and he be like, "Hey, Mike Tyson, how are you doing today?" I don't know. The leprechauns are. He's a little out there sometime, and he's old, and you know, I just think I just think the young, unless he catches Jake Paul with something wild, I just don't think he'll get him. But you know, I might be wrong.
Also, I think
I'm
Urban,
rooting
yeah,
for
I've been
Tyson
selling stuff
though.
on. Huh?
I said I'm rooting for Tyson though.
Yeah,
You know, but
yeah.
you
I
know,
mean, in this case, Tyson is kind of the underdog.
right. And let
You
me
know?
say, just for the record, at 88 years old, if I see Mike Tyson and he was mad at me, I wouldn't rush up on him.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so just make that clear. He a bad man. I wouldn't want
Yeah,
to
but
get
I
hit by
think,
him right now.
and I think the thing is too is so Mike, yeah, for the average person, he'll probably still lay somebody out. But in the boxing ring, this is what Jake Paul does. He could take a hit. He's trained to take hits. He's trained not to stand there and get hit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to go in there. Like, people feel like, oh, it's Tyson. That's it. That's all it takes. No, Jake is still a fighter as well. You know what I mean? But Urban,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And Ninja, that's crazy. He
Yeah.
said a bat flew in his what did he say? He said I had a bat go into my bathroom fan motor and the smell went everywhere. That's wild. And Dodge Man's in the building. What's up, Dodge Man?
Hey, and to be clear too, though, a lot of those wins that Jake Paul has, because I'm really into boxing and UFC and stuff like that. I watch everything, and there's only one person who was out of all those fights: the Nate Robinsons, the Anderson Silvas, the you know, all those ex UFC fighters. All those guys, for one, were old, washed up, pretty much. They were done. The other ones were celebrities on TV. The only one real person that he fought that was a real boxer that boxes mandated is Tyson Fury, or I think his name was Tyson Fury, one of the Fury brothers, and the Fury brother beat him, who was a real boxer. You know, so you know all those other gimmicky fights. I see what people talk. I mean, Jake Paul, like he can throw them hands, you know, but it's you know old washed up UFC fighters and celebrity podcasters ain't really. You know,
no, you're right.
And the one boxing person that he did face in a real boxing match, like I mean, like a real boxer his size, a little bit bigger than him, was one of the Fury boys, and they beat him up. So
yeah. Well, look what Urban said. Urban said Jake only won against non-boxers. When he finally fought one, he lost. He says, so I still got Tyson. He's in incredible shape, no punk drunk. He said not punk drunk, and has that boxer muscle memory. Jake don't have the experience.
I don't know, man. When you 77 years old and get punched in the abs or in the kidneys, it kind of hurt. I'm just saying. A little bit more than it used to.
I mean, unless Tyson channels that Iron Mike goes crazy on.
Hey, yeah, I hope. You know, I want to see him get knocked out, take one of them good hits. But I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not a betting man either.
I got a bad feeling. How many rounds is it?
I think it's like 6.
Exactly. I got a feeling it's gonna go to distance, and everybody can be like, man, just like when Floyd Mayweather went to distance with his brother, you know, it was like, wait, what? You could then again, I feel like I'm not gonna say Floyd don't have knockout power, but that's not his thing. So it was like, bro, you went to distance with damn, what the hell is his name? Not Jake Paul, but
I remember Mayweather went the distance one time with Cotto. He fought Cotto, and it went down as
Cotto was a bad man, though.
Decision. It came down to decision, I was like, oh, come on.
Cotto's one of the greatest Puerto Rican or just fighters in general ever. You know, Miguel Cotto ain't no joke, and he was damn near a middleweight. He was. I don't like Floyd, but he's still one of the greatest, if not, well, he's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I mean, he still will go down because of his record, but I just don't like the way he fight. But hey, that's how he win, you know. So I'm not gonna tell him not to win, you know.
I bet against him, Cowboy, when he was 18 and 0. I was hating on him. I want him to lose. Ricky Hatton, boom, all these guys he used to fight back in the day. I always bet against him. When he got to like 45, I said, you know what? And he was 45 and 0. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done putting my money up against all these other champions that come. You know, Yeah. So I couldn't beat him. I just joined him as far as Floyd Mayweather.
Well, let's see the poll. Let's see where the poll is at. So the poll right now, guys, make sure you definitely vote in the poll. It's who will win, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? 75% says Mike Tyson. 20. Oh wait, it just changed. 78% said Mike Tyson, and 22% says Jake Paul. It's out 9 votes. So definitely, we'll let this rock, you know. And if you guys want to join, you probably can't see it because the poll is in, but the link is in there. So if anybody want to join, just let me know and I'll throw the link in there. But let's move on from this. FCat, what are we working with next?
Next up, the other fight.
Damn. All right. Well, hold on. I got to do this. So all the people who get super into, you know, and I'm not saying don't get into politics, but you know, if you feel some type of way, unfortunately,
Man the fuck up.
all right, so I want to make it clear. My stance on the politics, I even made my video. I didn't really care who win, to be honest with you. But I had a feeling Trump was gonna win because he was just super popular. And the reason why I say that, there was people who voted against him that I noticed was like, no, I want Trump to win now. I'm like, oh wow. So once Biden won, people was actually like, no, people who didn't want Trump to win are now like, no, I want Trump to win. So I had a feeling like, oh, he gonna win. Plus the thing with Kamala, she started too late, right? She ended up saying she was running because Joe wasn't running. So it was like, it almost felt like she just had to step up. Like, who else is gonna run? Or because Trump is gonna have a clean sweep, and so I feel like she started too late. But anyway, again, I don't really care. You know, but some people are more into politics. So if you guys are upset by this, unfortunately, it is what it is. You know.
Well, the statistics is Trump won every demographic. He won every swing state. He won the electoral, and he won the popular. So pretty much, America, you know, voted. America spoke. Pretty much spoke. You know.
You know, anything in the world, you know, I agree with that.
To me, Kamala messed up by not doing Joe Rogan.
Oh, I mean, I just think she wouldn't have been able to come back, right? I feel like so Trump reminds me of the PlayStation and Xbox thing. Just meaning that when the PlayStation 4 already had more people owned the PlayStation 4 than the Xbox One. So it just made sense that when they had the next generation of consoles, more people will buy a PlayStation 5 than the Xbox X because it's just a popularity contest, right? It was like, what's going to make you all of a sudden change and be like, oh, wait. So the thing is, Kamala was just too late. People was already liking Trump. I think people already want Trump. Listen, Trump was campaigning that he was going to be the next president when he lost to Biden. Like, he never stopped, pretty much. You already knew, like, Trump was trying to run, right?
I know you're not okay. You know what I mean when I say that. I know you're not okay, but I mean.
Oh, what'd you say?
Everything I'm doing
I think you're talking about something else.
Haven't eaten. No eat.
Eat your mic, brother.
I had half a pizza.
I got him. So, yeah, so I just think, you know, Trump is just way too popular.
Her strategy for the young voters basically was abysmal because, you know, she didn't do Joe Rogan. She did the Fortnite thing, which was stupid. Her campaign should have told her that majority of people playing Fortnite are little kids and can't vote.
Yeah. No, that's true. What about the LGBT community?
What about?
I don't know. Aren't they saying she was more for them?
Yeah, I mean, there's that. No, I was speaking like the strategy. Like,
no, I get it. I'm just saying that.
So Trump had a secret weapon. He had Barron, who is pretty young, and he knew what's up. What was up? Like he told him, you know, go on Joe Rogan. These are the big dogs. These are the big boys right here. And he was right. You know, Kamala goes to SNL. Who the hell watches SNL anymore? Like SNL ain't what it used to be, you know, a million years ago.
Let me hold on real quick. I want to still go to the chat so I don't get too far away. Urban said he can't wait for 4 days. Ninja said anybody still own their Nintendo? I still got a Nintendo 64 actually. It's going to be 8 rounds. Okay, it's going to be 8 rounds. Bull said 8 rounds. Let me see. I would have you pull up Tyson recent training video. I don't think Jake ready. Yeah, I actually need to see that. I never seen that yet. The poll isn't showing for me. Oh, that's strange. Let me refresh.
Sorry about that, y'all, too. I muted my mic through my headset, and I guess I had to mute it on the actual computer. And
so here's the question. Here's the question, boy. That one side is asking or saying that this country is full of racists, bigots, and hatred. Is that true?
Who? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, there's some on one side saying that the country is full of racists, bigots, and hatred.
Okay.
I'm just asking, do you believe that's true?
I think before Trump was born, there was people who was racist, bigots, and Trump's gonna die. There's gonna still be people who's racist and bigots. Because people who, this is my stance, because people who hated Trump and called Trump a racist and a bigot and all that literally are voting for him now. I don't think I take that stance as much. I think Trump is just a capitalist. I think if you are a racist and Trump know you can vote for him, he gonna butter you up. I think if you're a black person and Trump think you can vote for him, he gonna butter you up. I think if you're Spanish. And so I think Trump is smart. He's an opportunist. He is he's just here to win. Like, he's a winner. And so I don't really feel like the whole, Trump won and now it's gonna be, it's gonna make some people feel more vocal. But at the end of the day, they already wanted to do this stuff. They felt that way. I don't put that on Trump anymore, because there's a lot of people who didn't like him that I know personally, swore, said he was racist, he was this and that. And years later, now they're voting for Trump. I'm like, what? Like, remember when calling somebody a Trump supporter was a bad thing? It was like negative to be like, you're a Trump supporter. Like, Urban did that to me all the time. His joke was, you stormed the White House. His joke was like, you're a Trump supporter. Now it's a cool thing to be a Trump supporter. Now it don't have that same connotation as you're racist. So,
What you think, Murder? Yes or no?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't think Trump is like a blatant racist, or whatever you just said, a bigot, blah blah blah. I just think that he I don't know. I'm one of those people that you were talking about. When the first term came up, I was highly against it. But me, I don't dip into the political part of it. I just know the things that matter to me, or that still do matter to me, is like the well-being of my money, my family,
right.
The things that it takes to take care of them, and at the 4 years that Mr. Trump was in there, it just seemed like that at that time, and I'm not bad now. I'm just saying that it just seemed like, things were cheaper. And those are the things that I focus on and I worry about, like what's going on over there. Yeah. You go on one side of the country or this side of the country, depending on what state you are. Yeah, there are, whether people want to say it, like there's no question. There's a lot of racist stuff that goes into what Trump does. Exciting shit on the internet, Twitter in it to, to special little groups of people and this and that and this and that. Yeah, and he plays into that very well, But myself, do I think he's a racist person? Like Cowboy, you're in New Jersey. FCAT, you're in Louisiana. I'm over here in Oregon and California, and Seattle and Washington. I'm on the West Coast, where I've actually seen
racism.
Right. It's still bubbling hot down there. So, over here where I'm at, it ain't like that. You don't go out in and walk down the road and there's a Confederate flag with dudes sitting there hollering racial slurs at you like they do in some of those places because they know it pops off out. It's not even like that out here. So I can't speak from that. But I do see a lot of people get, the Proud Boys. We have that, all those weird people that come out here and they would be in front of the Capitol throwing up Trump flags and swastikas and shit. Like we can't act like we don't see that. And he plays into it. Kamala should know better. I'm from the West Coast. Kamala is a governor or whatever she was in California, and she put off a lot of destruction in California. But you guys don't know about her politics because you're over there. So it's like I don't even care. I know the country for me. I paid less for groceries. My taxes was cut in half. This and that. The things that I care about were better. And I'm one of those people that you guys are talking about. I was totally against Trump this year. I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. I voted for him. You know what's cool? I'm one of those people that you're talking about. But I don't like him.
So
I like the way the country was.
Yeah.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Huh?
So what's
take
cool?
The politics out of it.
So what's cool? The one thing I'll say about Trump this election, the culture of politics changed. This is one of the first times where people could actually say who they voted for. This is what I mean. When Trump was running before, nobody wanted to say they would voted for Trump, right? Even if I know people that voted for Trump, but they wouldn't say it out loud. But Trump actually proved that some of the stuff he was saying, he really did when it was his turn, and things changed when he wasn't the president, right? So what he did was he actually showed you like, no, I was on business. Like I wanted this and this to happen, and you gonna see when I'm not president, right? Now, maybe everybody don't agree with that, but what's cool now is when Trump was like that's what I was trying to say to FCAT, to his point. When Trump was like the evil bad guy, now it's like, dude, you can actually say you voted for Trump, and it's like, oh, it ain't that bad.
Well, don't get it confused. He's still the evil bad guy. He just does for what people like that real. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say real people. I want my gas to be able to
out. But hear me out.
Right.
What were we gonna say? 4 years ago, I guess, or 8 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. When he won, be honest. Back then, nobody was gonna say they voted for Trump.
I was mad. I ain't gonna lie, but I wasn't because I don't even
people
care
were
about
disowning each other.
Right.
Like families were disowning.
But I mean, back then,
that's crazy.
Yeah, nobody. You wouldn't caught nobody saying they voted for Trump. Now people are like, no, they can say it, and it's like, well, I mean, because it's not as bad as it was. To your point, FCAT, when you was like, oh, do you think he's doing this?
I think it's so bad to say that he did. Well,
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think Murder would have said he voted for Trump if it was still the same.
Hey,
if
I voted at that time, I would. I mean, I don't. It ain't like I'm telling somebody I got AIDS.
I know, but bro, back then
they made it feel like that. But if I voted for whatever, I mean, at that one, I didn't vote at all that year. But if I did vote for that person, I would say it. And
yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm asking any person. I would say that I voted for whoever I voted for and ask them. And
so real quick, let me throw this out there. So the other side is saying that pretty much most of the country got tired of the bullshit. They got tired of the media pushing fake narratives. They got tired of the wokeism. They got tired of this. They got tired of that. Do you believe that's true?
That people got tired of this and that? I think people are people, and people just kind of want to be a part of things. I think that's why people join gangs. That's why people get into cults. That's why people go to church, unfortunately. I think people just like to be a part of things. So I think you're always going to have bad people that's going to side with bad things, right? And then it's your perspective to say, well, this person is behind it. But I just think we always got bad people and we got good people. And some days you got a good person that do something bad. So I mean, it's just life. I mean, I think when we group people, stereotyping is a real thing, right? That's why we do it. But just grouping people into, oh, this section does this because of this. The thing is, you could wake up one day and be the nicest person ever, and you have a reason to do the most worst thing that you thought you would never do, because it's just life. Life is unpredictable. So I'm kind of more of an individual. I kind of don't want to look and group a big group of people and say all of y'all are gonna do this because Trump or her or whatever. I'm more like, your individual reason why you did something is for you. And then maybe you all kind of did similar same thing because y'all had your own individual decisions to make that choice. But that's just me. But here's the thing. Ninja said Trump is also almost got assassinated twice. Weird how Harris got no assassination attempts. I don't think Harris was looked at as a threat. And Trump kind of gets under some people's skin. I also think maybe some of that was staged and maybe some of that was done to make Trump more popular as well. So we'll never know. Yo, Keelan, what's up? He said, I voted for Trump. And see, I voted for Trump. My company got over 300 orders out of the oil field. So we're going to be slammed for the upcoming year. Okay. It was fear mongering on both sides. One just weaponized it better. Oh, my man Holt's in the building. Hey, Holt, you're not from the United States. All right. I don't want to hear your nonsense on our voting. I'll just mess with you. Holt said, I feel a lot of the world waves Chidro on when Biden came in. No one expected him to come back to run. From this, I believed he will get back in. You think Biden? Wait, you think Biden's going to run again? Now, Biden's done, I think. Trump got shot in the ear. If it was staged, it could have hit his brain, though. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't dive. I'm like you, Cowboy. I'm simple, man. I don't dive into the political stuff with it. I just know at one point in time, you know, stuff for me and my family and where I lived, it was a lot cheaper. Right. And I live in one of the most expensive places to live in, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
at the end of the day, that's the only thing I care about. All the other stuff, the you know, the woke this, the woke that. Hey, I mean, I'm not teaching my kids to be like that. So right. there's a lot of things that I agree with what old boy says. You know,
I think one of the things that make the most sense is I think Ninja said it, that people asked Kamala, what would you different from Biden? And she said nothing. And I think that's the thing. Then people feel like, okay, you're just going to be the same old. People like a shake up. And Trump shakes things up. I'll be honest, when I was into politics or just paying attention, is when Trump was in office. Not to be funny, but he was saying the craziest stuff. It was kind of like I kind of wanted to know what was going to happen next. And then when Biden won, it was just business as usual. You know, back to, you know, how the country's supposed to be ran, this and that. From, you know, you just think of, oh, he's the president, whatever. And so I totally
candidate.
Right.
Yeah. I sometimes forgot we even had a president. I was just like, oh yeah, right. You know.
And honestly, throughout I mean, I'm not joking or being funny or nothing, because I'm more on the blue side of things, but I'm not. Right. But it's like in the last 4 years, when's the last time, at least us all out here on the West Coast, when have you seen Kamala pop out? I haven't seen her nowhere making no statements, the world don't stop for a presidential speech from the vice president. When in the last 4 years have you seen her do anything like that?
Honestly,
I'm just being honest.
I barely even knew who she was, to be honest with you.
Right.
But I'm really
in the last 4 years, have you seen her like on TV making statements? Have you heard of any like things that she's pushing, which she might be? Maybe I'm wrong, but have you seen like in the news or just anything?
SNL and Fortnite.
And that's
he's saying even before that.
I'm talking about the last 4 years. I don't see her out there.
Video games that gamers don't want there in the first place. It's like, come on.
And for one, and on the Democratic side, they didn't get to sit there and go through the whole motions of she got thrusted upon us.
That's what I said.
People, it wasn't like the Democrats went back and said, you know what, we're going to do this again and we're going to pick somebody who we feel is fit. It was like she got handed it down because of who she was. I'm not taking nothing from her. Whatever, it is what it is. But
it was so last minute. Now here's the thing. She's young though. I mean, technically, listen, here's the thing. Trump can't run again, right? Honestly, if I was her, I would just start right now. I will be running in 4 years because people already know her name. She would probably be the shoo-in because right now you'd be like, who is he going to go against her? So she was smart.
They'll groom some other Watch. By 4 years from now, they'll groom some other cat with the Trump hat on. It's all,
Man,
you know,
nobody's gonna. I don't. It's gonna be hard
his vice president. He has the
I don't
same
know.
kind of ideas as Kate, whatever his name is, Vance or whatever. He's being groomed. He ain't just gonna after he's vice president just go away. I don't think,
that's true.
you know. It's like,
So hold up, real quick. Holt said no. He said no. Sorry, the above message was Trump. He said autocorrect. I'm down for America having the best life and cost of living. I mean, aren't we all?
That's all I care about. That's it.
He said based on the poll, so Irvin said based on the poll numbers, it was almost even. This country is 100% divided, and that is a fact.
I'm sure.
Electoral votes aside, Trump won by a small margin.
They had a chart.
It wasn't
More people
as wide
showed up.
as people make it out to be.
They had a chart. More people showed up for the 2020 election than they did this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Urban said it wasn't that wide as people make it out to be.
I bet.
I visited America last year, and Trump was all I heard. He in the UK, from who I know, we speak Trump, and we're middle voters.
I think that's because of COVID is the reason why more people showed up. It's not any conspiracy like people on Twitter want to believe. It's freaking COVID. COVID happened in 2020, people. Y'all are dumb.
Ninja said Trump got 293 electoral votes, and he said or 297. Yeah, honestly, I think if she ran next time, she might. She might be in there. But anyway, let's get away from this political stuff.
Let's go on.
But it was cool though. We actually, you know what? We gave the Tyson thing some good time. We gave this some good time. We had some good topics, and we didn't even get into gaming yet.
Let's get into gaming.
Let's do it. Wait, hold on, wait. Before you do that, man, you know we about to. All right. But anyway, let's get the official.
Topic switch.
All right, guys. So we're about to switch up the topic. And let's get into some gaming. And I want to also thank you guys. A bunch of people showing up today, man. I appreciate it. This is all love. You know, I said that this is going to be the last, podcast for a minute.
Hey,
really
hold on. Let me turn my camera on.
Yeah,
you stop saying that, cowboy. It ain't going to be the last goddamn podcast.
It's not going to be the last.
You just move it and go. You going to be, everybody, he'll be back. Cowboy ain't going nowhere.
He's just making 1,000,000% coming back
in his life, and it's for the better. And this ain't the end of it. We'll see you later.
No,
he'll
definitely
see you later.
Not at all. No, I'm 1,000,000% coming back. I just don't know when because I can't plan the dynamics. We're going to be in a 1-bedroom house, right, or a little small house.
Nice.
What'd you say?
I said you're gonna be in a nice little. You mean to tell me you can't put your game and stuff up in the quarter and be like live from Florida?
No, but the thing is, I know my wife and my stepdaughter. They got a life too, so I got to really consider. We're gonna be in a studio, so it's not a room. We're gonna literally be in a big studio. Everything's open, and then just a bathroom. So I'm gonna be there all loud, and they're gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Hey,
so
no. They've been dealing with it for 11 years. Don't get to Florida and start acting bougie, Sandy and them. You guys gonna have to quiet it down and give him his time.
You know what, murder for president, man.
I'm joking, man. Go down there and have a blast.
President.
Hey, Cowboy, go down there and have a blast, man. Forget this. Get out of
this.
Come back
gonna be dope.
So Nintendo's claiming patents on the. I think the riding the Pokemon or riding the Pokemon or flying it or something like that. They're also claiming the patent for the drawing a ball, I think. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the characters though. So here's the thing. So Nintendo went in there, they're all mob boss, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can do this the easy way or the hard way." So the easy way is you pay us 66,000 and take it out the game.
People should know not to be playing with Nintendo as far as that. But I don't see how they're gonna win this. But I don't know too much about it because I wasn't in the Power World.
So
I don't
in
know.
the gaming sphere, we kind of want Power World to win because that's gonna bring back competition and stuff. You know, Nintendo can't be all high and mighty above all kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely not.
Well, I will say this. I think we have courts for a reason, right? So if you have if you feel you patent something, then dude, you sue somebody. Like at the end of the day, sue somebody, and the court's going to decide. So I don't want to say they're high and mighty. I think it's your right if you feel somebody stole your idea to sue them, and the courts will decide. You know, at the end of the day. So, and I think Nintendo just their intellectual property, so to speak, their IPs are kind of like very specific. But I feel like, we got to be clear. When Power World came out, everybody said that Pokemon game with guns. Everybody called it that game. We got to be honest. Like,
Yeah, but they're not suing.
I don't know nobody that called it by its name in the beginning.
They're suing over gameplay mechanics. Like, it's ridiculous. The thing is,
should FromSoft to every Liza P, Wu Chang,
right?
Like they all. I mean, like when it comes to that, I don't get it, man. They all take.
Yeah, I think the only thing I agreed with is when the Pokeball thing. That's Pokemon all the way. You throw a little ball, catch something. They did it in this. That's where I was like, whoa. But I mean, then the characters, obviously, they do got some characters that look like Pokemon. But I think riding something doesn't make. I mean, we would have to actually see what they're saying because we don't. It's not like we got it up on the screen because I don't know what the actual lawsuit is.
Right.
To be fair.
It might not even be what I'm talking about.
I don't want people to be like, you're spreading misinformation on the internet.
Well, I mean, technically, you just.
From what I heard, it's the mechanic of how fast or whatever you get on the creature and you start flying or whatever.
I feel like you're not really explaining it properly. So you're spreading misinformation.
That's literally what it is. Like they're claiming that.
Yeah, but where did you see that at?
That's what I'm hearing.
See, that's what you're.
Like, what
hearing.
are they suing them about? Like the likeliness of the characters, or
no,
he's saying
the gameplay, the mechanics of the gameplay itself.
Bro, the only mechanics of the gameplay they really could be having a problem with is when you catch something in a little ball.
Right, they're going after them for that too.
Oh, on Power World, you catch them and put them in a little ball like a Pokemon.
Yeah. Bro, you catch them and put them in a little ball like Pokemon. So what you do is,
I'm a grown ass man. I don't know nothing about Pokemon. I'm sorry.
Nah.
I know the characters and my kids collect the cards, but me personally,
but here's the thing.
I missed that whole vibe. I wasn't on that.
Here's the thing, Cowboy. They can easily just put Power World on the Switch, and it'll sell way more than $66,000.
Oh yeah.
And Nintendo would get a piece of that.
Well, I don't think
There's your answer, Nintendo. Just put the damn game on Switch.
No. So the problem is, you forget brand supremacy. You wouldn't want the Pokemon style game to be more popular than your Pokemon. That would be bad for business. You know what I mean? That's not a good business decision because then this company would be like. Just imagine if Nintendo opened the door to make another game, a different company stuff more popular than their own. Now, if you said if Nintendo would buy the company and then turn it into Pokemon, that's different. But yeah, that's not a good strategy in my eyes.
But see, me personally, I just knowing the minimal stuff that I know, I don't think Power World would be more popular than Pokemon. That's another juggernaut. It's like saying X Defiant versus Call of Duty. There's Power World, which is whatever. Power World is Power World. Pokemon, for people who enjoy that game or played all those Pokemon games, like you said the other day. Remember, or you said before. I played X Defiant, great shooter, nothing missing. But as far as a shooter,
Yeah,
but then you
Pokemon
went
and Pikachu is
and played
worldwide
Call of
now.
Duty, and you felt the difference between the real and the copycat.
Yep.
And on top of that, maybe that would make Nintendo figure that they have to start competing again. Like, when is anybody ever going to talk about that? Like,
yeah, there's no Power World hot air balloon flying during the Macy Day parade.
Right.
I mean,
Pikachu and like there's
Pikachu
Power World versus
flying
Pikachu,
in Macy Day parade.
Right. Now, what if Pokemon came out next game and came out with something amazing and went and took things from Power World?
Right.
And
then
made it,
Yeah, to have the actual Pokemon do that same stuff would be kind of cool, because it would be the legit Pikachu and all these popular Pokemon you know and love doing that. But what's up, Sarah Blow? Want to say what's up to him in the building. Let me see. Ninja said, I was in Japan in Okinawa for 1.5 years. That's dope. Hope said, yeah, you want to keep the money where you throw your balls, LOL, as a cost. Keelan said, I know everybody loved the Xbox 360, but I got the Red Rings of Death 2 years later. That was the first and only time my console died on me and a million of others. Yeah, I got the Red Rings of Death also.
Cleveland, I had to replace 3 of them, send them back. 3 of them.
Yeah, I did the whole towel thing. I wrapped it in a towel and everything. I was like, and I didn't pay attention to it. Said you're supposed to keep your eye on it because it set on fire. I wrapped it in a towel. We went to sleep and everything. I could have burnt the house down, but I was trying to get that, and it worked too. But then it happened again, like shortly after. So it only worked for a limited time. But before we move on, coming in the building, none other than this guy, our resident Xbox expert. That's what I'm gonna call him. Look, murder like what? Q Beanie.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Good credit for that, but I'm here.
Yo, Q Beanie.
I figured I'd jump in 2 minutes before dinner and wrestling. So
cool, man. Yeah.
And yes, I did vote for Trump. I will say that up personally out loud.
Listen, bro. I'm telling you, it's a different feel. People can say that now.
It's different this time. I agree.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing.
I feel like
because it's kind of sad when you feel like you can't just say, I mean, we was always taught that politics and religion is 2 things you just don't talk about. But like, it kind of sucks that you can't just be like, hey, I voted for Trump. Hey, I voted for Kamala. You know what I mean? I feel like that's in a good direction. But and speaking of that, make sure you guys vote. Who will win, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? Mike Tyson has 87% of 15 votes. Jake Paul has 13%.
Wow. Y'all crazy. Remember, Mike Tyson ain't Mike Tyson 30 years ago. Just remember that.
We're live streaming that on Friday night with a bunch of people on Discord.
Oh, that's dope.
Party. Yep, that's gonna be fun.
I don't even. What time is the fight, Cubini?
I don't know exactly what time. It's evening time, I think.
Probably night.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even know what state I'm gonna be driving through when that come on.
Between like 5 and 7. 5 and 7, whatever time.
Yeah.
Turn on Netflix and just listen to it if you have to.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do that.
You got Netflix on the phone, man. You be rolling down the street looking up side eye. Hey,
put it on Bluetooth. Put it over your Speedo. You'll be good.
You played through remote play. You played 16 hours of phone. Don't tell me you can't make it happen now, Cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not gonna. I feel like that's something I'm gonna want to watch, so I don't want to listen to it. You know what I mean? I'd rather just get to my destination and watch the replay. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm gonna cheat myself by listening to it. You know, so I'll just see it later. So hold up. Ninja said my little bro wishes Power World still is. It's annoying. And then Urban said, I'm ordering pizza. Good for you, Urban. I don't even know what I'm eating today. Yo, Jenna Hayes is in the building. Let me see. Who do you think Phil Spencer voted for president? You know what? I don't follow that.
Kamala.
You never know.
Digimon, got you.
Well, he's up here in Seattle. I know.
Because you got to remember Lena Khan. was Biden's pick.
Yeah, Urban, we don't plan on stopping
Lena
at
Khan.
a hotel. We're
Well,
gonna drive.
Cowboy, here's the thing.
PC.
Did you notice did you see Trump's acceptance speech the first night?
No, I didn't see it.
Guess who was standing on a stage with him?
Guess who? What?
It's a wrestling person.
Who, Hogan?
No, Linda McMahon was standing in his group of people.
Oh well, no, you remember Linda McMahon was made his vice president of something.
Yep.
Remember
So
when he first won?
She is probably going to be in his cabinet, I would say. So
no, she was last time.
Well,
she was
there
last
time. She was there this time, so I don't know.
No, I'm just saying that's not shocking because she literally, he literally made her the vice, blah 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 of a treasurer or something like that. She actually was. So
yeah, he picked his border czar today. That guy's a beast, man. They're gonna get shit done. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Urban. What we're gonna do is just stop every 3 hours. That's all.
The first female chief of staff. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about RFK though.
Oh, dude,
about what?
It's all about food, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's gonna change the ingredients of Fruit Loops. He said.
Yeah, to the proper shit that Canada
has. What was Linda
McMahon's
position under Trump?
Yeah, Canada has better, healthier versions of the same food as us, and that's what he wants to fix. Stuff like that. He's going to be our health guy.
Oh, so hold up, Cubini.
Mm-hmm.
So on December 7, 2016, President-elect Donald Trump announced that he would nominate Linda McMahon to be the ambassador of small businesses. So that's what she was, the SBA, Small Business Administration.
She better not have the skills her husband has. Man, oh man.
Listen, my man. Listen, get off my boy.
Linda
Mac,
really
boy,
ran.
He brought us wrestling.
Linda ran WWE. Get it straight, y'all. Linda ran WWE. Vince was just a fucking dude on camera.
You know what's crazy? People always say that. That's just a thing to say. The woman was really the people said it for Hillary. People said it for
Stephanie McMahon.
Who the hell ever said Linda was the person really running
Stephanie
WWE?
and Jane was on TV too.
That's probably
Linda was running the show, bro.
Linda
the whole time.
She was pulling the strings in the back. Yes, she was.
No, because even when you watch the interviews, they said Linda wasn't really into wrestling like that. Like that wasn't her thing. Wrestling. No, listen. What made wrestling what it is Vince McMahon's creativity, right? Whether you're the person who's dealing the finances, like people have to watch the show and want to watch the show, and that's what Vince did. You know what I mean? So Linda could never take credit for what we was excited to watch. That's what, you know what I mean? Like,
she ran the behind the scenes, paying the bills and business side of it. The border.
Yeah, but that's not what brought people to watch, though. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
And
you didn't say
hold up, don't act like
he was $1 million business. millions of dollars.
Say murder.
Oh, I was saying, Cowboy, don't act like back in the day when Vince was out in the ring acting stupid. When Linda would come walking down that aisle and shut shit down, like get your. And shut everything down. You remember them days that when she, I think she might even got Stone Cold stunned once or twice.
Oh, she did. She
did.
She had the worst stunner ever.
Yeah, she bitch slapped Austin in the face and he stunned her ass.
Yeah, remember them days where when things were going crazy off the rails and Vince was in the ring doing his buff, oiling himself up and getting all roided out, and Linda would come down and be like, "Get your ass."
You know what I remember, Murder? I remember Donald Trump being on wrestling.
I remember that too.
Remember the shaving?
I remember the whole storyline like it was yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, we getting way off topic.
Yeah,
we are.
We were talking about how.
Let's bring up the next thing.
Sorry.
Well, hold on. That's because Cubini came in late, so he was bringing up the stuff we already talked about.
So let's
Hold
bring
up,
it.
before you do that, wait. Let me get to the chat real quick. Holtz asked where I'm landing to in Florida. I'm gonna be in Jacksonville. Urban said Florida is a long drive. I know you're going to take breaks. Urban, you know what's crazy? I did that drive so many times by myself. You're going to drive through the night too. Yeah, so we're probably gonna leave somewhere in the afternoon, and so we'll get there in the middle of the night. Linda MC, who? Let me see. So if I stop every 3 hours, you mean sleep at a rest stop? Yeah, take quick naps is what we mean. You know,
Yeah,
because
y'all move across country. Like what? Them little bitty states up there.
Bro, I do that shit every week.
Come
Myself.
ride
And the
down this
reason
west
why-
coast and see how long it take you to leave a state.
Yeah, the reason why we're taking hey, whoa. Don't act like the Carolinas and Georgia ain't long as hell.
No,
Let's not do
compared
that.
not compared to the west. No.
No.
Travel from Seattle to California. One long drop all the way. You just going. You go. How many states are you gonna go to get to Florida?
8.
I will go through 2 up and down the whole west coast. Anyway, but sorry.
Yeah. I mean, those are a lot of big desolate areas with nothing but dirt and sand.
So you said you're going to Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Where? What side of town? You have to tell me specific.
I'm not really sure. We're not buying a house yet, so we're just renting.
Well,
Cowboy could be there in one day.
I grew up on the north side of Jacksonville, over in what's it called? Fort Caroline. So
okay,
when you look it up, that's most stomping grounds, north side of the city.
So a lot of people don't know. I mean, I said it like 800 times, but I actually used to live in Jacksonville in '99 and 2000. So I used to live in Arlington area by Regency Mall. So I'm not sure how old you were. Well, you probably wasn't born back then.
We moved up here in 2000, so we left in 2000 to move up here.
And you was like what, 3 years old in 2000?
I was 17.
Fair.
Just don't make
I keep forgetting
I'm
you
not
really
old.
got some years on.
You ain't the only old cat up in here.
Hey, listen, man. I always thought Cubini was like 32 or something like that. How old are you, Cubini?
I'll be 42 in February.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick, let me get through this before you move on. I heard Linda McMahon, but is she a woman or a man? What?
Linda McMahon was.
She's Vince McMahon's wife, man.
Yeah, you said Arlington, right, Cowboy?
Yeah.
So if you go north of that, like into that little part of the town, that's where we're up by the water. That's where Fort Caroline is, just north of Arlington. On that
when you say the border, you mean by the beaches?
By the St. Johns River. St. Johns River.
Oh, by the river. Okay.
Yep. So you go north.
Yeah, so like kind of downtown, right? By the river walk and the landing. You know what the landing is?
Yeah, we're up by the university is where I live. The Jacksonville University.
Yeah. So that wasn't that far from where I lived at. University Boulevard, by the hospital.
Yeah. I went to NAS Jax. I was stationed at Naval Air Station Jacksonville when I was in the Navy. Yep.
And look at you.
Hell yeah.
Yo, wait, you was in the Navy?
Yes, sir.
Damn, I didn't know that about you.
Oh, happy Veterans Day.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah, right.
I'll send you a picture of me when I was in the Navy. I'll send you a picture of my dad too. See if you know which one's which.
All right. All right. So yeah, we can move on now. I just wanted to catch up with everybody.
My wife is in the Army.
People are getting their hands on this. Anybody
You know
get
what's
their
crazy?
hands on this?
I was talking to my wife and I was like, "Oh, I forgot that thing came out." But yeah. Did anybody get one? That we do we? So I think Severin's got one.
Severin got one.
And Frog Boy X got one.
I'm gonna get one. I'm just not in a hurry to get one. I have 2 of them in my house already.
Yeah, you really don't need one. But as a gamer, it would it'd be cool to get one.
So Digital Foundry was like, "Oh, we don't see nothing special here," and Tony started panicking.
That's because there ain't nothing special there. Not for the money, it ain't.
I just think
I don't know.
It's not.
Sorry,
I've seen the side by sides. There ain't shit. It ain't.
Well,
what you
I
think it is.
think that you remember what the PS Pro did, right? So I think now graphics are better than it was then. So this is going to make graphics a little bit better. And if you want that, like I think if you watch the Spider-Man, and everybody, people could say they was fluffing it, but if you watch the Spider-Man PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced trailer, it was cool. Like the stuff they said it's going to be able to do, it's going to be closer to the vision they imagine. You're going to actually be able to get the ray tracing full, and you're going to still be able to get that quality. I think that stuff is cool for some people. So listen, if they want to spend, if you feel like it's worth $700, then why not? I mean, I'm gonna have the money. I could get it now, but I feel like, I might still get one down the road. Once I get my house, I will say this. Once I get my house, I will buy it.
You should work on getting the disc drive first.
Well, I definitely will have to get the disc drive.
Yeah,
obviously.
get the disc drive first.
The Pro is doing so well that scalpers are selling it at a loss. It's doing so well. So
damn, is that a real fact?
That's a
or
fact.
Is that a console worth it?
They're selling for sub $700 in eBay right now.
Does that mean it's not sold out?
No, it's not sold out. It's readily available.
So my friend who owns a game store, he told me, he was like, nah, you could get them all. He was like, they ain't hard to get. That's what he told me.
Either Sony made way too many or it's not selling, one or the other.
Hey, they both could be the
that's
same.
an honest thing, it's one or the other.
Listen, that's a good thing for me because
actually, I'm gonna check a GameStop because I'll go pick one up.
That's a good thing for me because when I want to buy one,
Well, they said it's selling more than PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
The CEO said that.
So the PS4 Pro, they said, sold 13% of what the base PS4 sold. So I mean, technically, when you think of it, they didn't sell a lot of PS4 Pros.
So what? That's one in every 100, something like that. One every 1,000, something like that.
But you know what that shows? I think it shows, to my point and murder point, that just shows that some people who want that extra stuff is going to give you, then they bought it, right? It's no different than me having a folding phone. How many people run around running around with this folding phone?
Me,
right? Like when if we talk about the $700, this thing cost me $2,000. Yep. $2,000 for a phone.
My Fold 4 was $2,000. I paid it off already. Yes, sir.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, I feel like now Cubini, is everybody walking around with them? No. So it's kind of like the same thing to PlayStation. We could crap on it all you want, but it's not for everybody. This is one of those things where it's not for everybody, right? Like, it's not like it's a PlayStation 6 where if you was a gamer, you're like, I got to have a PlayStation 6. It's a mid-gen refresh where not everybody's going to get. Not everybody can be like, oh, my God. They're like, nah, I got one. I'm good, right? So I don't see what's the big, like, they're not selling. They're not. Like, bro, not everybody's running out the door for a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Now one thing I will say, if I had a PS5, I would absolutely go to GameStop and trade it in. For sure. Because why not? You're guaranteeing yourself
that's what I'm going to do.
Right. You're guaranteeing yourself another 2 or 3 years. Right.
Well, hold on. Razor Tech Corner just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing during the live show because it popped up. I appreciate it. Want to just say thank you, man. Let's give it up for Razor Tech Corner.
GG, brother.
Heck yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
I do got a stat for you, Cowboy.
Huh?
The Xbox,
damn, all these new people we ain't seen before.
The Xbox One X sold over 12 million units.
The Xbox One X, you said?
One X, yes.
Right. That was their mid-gen refresh, right?
I'd say they were both pretty similar. I know the One X was kind of doing a little bit better graphics-wise than the PS5, PS4 Pro. But in general, yeah, I think they both sold about 12, 13 million each, I would say. That's. But I would absolutely trade up for sure. If I had a PS5 now, I would absolutely trade it in for a Pro. Damn right.
Nah.
Hell yeah. Because
I think what's different is, so look at Cubini, right? He's kind of like a PC guy, so he would want the value of the higher frames and stuff like that. So I get it. For you, FCAT, you're like, you play a lot of cloud gaming, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but
no, it's just because PS5 Pro, what am I gonna get? Like the better quality with performance.
No, but what I'm saying is if you trade it in and GameStop gives you $300 towards it for your old one or whatever, that'll do
really?
it. You know, because
You got to come up with the rest of the 200.
Well, you're getting the rest of the generation, plus you're going to get PS6 cross developed games on the Pro. So it just guarantees you a couple more years, basically. Plus, it's a little faster, more storage space. It makes sense to upgrade. I wouldn't buy it outright, but I'd upgrade it, sure.
Not for me. Talk to me when PS6 comes out.
Yeah, we'll see you in 2028.
No, you know what? I think that is a good stance, though. Like, I wouldn't be mad at somebody that said, I'll just wait for the, because it even made me feel like, damn, it's going to be $700. How much a PS6 going to be? Then I'm going to feel stupid having two PS4s. Well, you know what? Two PS5s, but then I would just do what I did with this. I would just trade them, actually.
Well, but Cowboy, you're missing the part where it's 700 out of the box. It's another 80 for the drive. It's another 80 for another controller. Plus taxes, you're looking at $1,000.
Well, I wouldn't need it. Why would I need another controller and I already got a PlayStation 5 now?
If you're starting from scratch without having
if you're leaving your PlayStation on its side, you don't need a stand.
No, I didn't say stand. I said controller and the DVD drive.
No, you said it. Oh, yeah, you're right.
The CD drive.
So if you get the drive, the console, and another controller, you're at $1,000 with taxes. Yeah,
that's all good.
If you're starting off from scratch,
it's all good.
At that point, that's a very nice used PC that has upgraded potential.
Hey, hold up. How much could I get a PC for my $2,000 phone?
Oh, you can get a hell of a PC for $2,000.
How nice of a PC?
You don't buy it.
How nice of a PC I would have got?
16.
You mean?
You could easily get $1,000 GPU and another $1,000 worth of regular PC and have a hell of a computer for $2,000. Oh yeah. You get a 4080 and 8-core, 10-core CPU. Hell yeah.
Oh, this is my guy Shane in the building. What's up, Shane? My man Shane.
You would have to go on PC Part Picker and.
Yeah, but the difference is your phone, like mine, I paid it off over 2 years. So if I can finance a $2,000 PC for 2 years, I'd do that.
Oh yeah, Shane, when I get to Florida, man, I'm definitely gonna hit you up. Guys, make sure you hit the polls. We got 16 votes. Who will win, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? 88% says Mike Tyson and 12% says Jake Paul.
To Neon's question, I do. When I lived in Pensacola, there was a lot of not potholes, but like when the whole earth like comes underneath. What's that called?
Yeah,
the manhole?
Sinkhole.
Sinkhole. That's what it is. They had a lot of those.
Yeah, so when I lived in Florida, I never seen a sinkhole. But I think the thing is, Jacksonville is like, it's so northern. It's not. I feel like Jacksonville is a poor representation of the Florida people always think of when they say the Florida man and they say gators walking around. And Jacksonville is at the very top. It's not even as hot as as
bro,
when you
Pensacola
go
was literally on sand. Like you could not go nowhere and not be on sand.
South of Orlando to really get into real.
Yeah, exactly. What Cubini just said.
Northern Florida,
you get sand all up in your house.
No, I did tell my wife. I said, "Look, you ain't gonna want to wash your car a lot of times. It's gonna be dusty."
Pensacola
all right,
is crazy.
let's move on to the next topic, man.
Hold on.
Don't skip that.
I didn't get to sit there and say nothing about the.
Oh, my bad. Let me say what's up to my sister Nikki. What's up, Nikki? Thanks for popping in. You should have been a little earlier when we was talking about boxing and politics. All right, go ahead, Murder. Take it away, man.
Well, as far as the Pro, I want to believe that if Xbox was doing a mid-gen refresh, people would be on it and it would be something popular. While you guys were talking, I was looking up the stats and they got the stats and the paragraphs and stuff like that. It sold a little bit over 5 million of the Pros. Me, when I wasn't a PlayStation really player. So when I came into it, I went straight to the Pro.
Okay.
I didn't have the original PS4 because I have my 360 and I have, you know, I had what I needed on that end. But when I did come back into PlayStation from PlayStation 3, I went straight to the Pro. So there is a lot of people that, you know, for whatever reason, they want that. Like for me personally, I don't care if I can, like I said it many a times, and no disrespect to those people. I don't care. I can play my games at 3,000 frames and take the trees out, the shadows out, and I don't want to do all that. I'm a console gamer, and so right now, if I can, like how Kabini said, if I can, which I don't need to, but during the holiday seasons and stuff, you know, I'm gonna be looking, keeping my eyes open on Black Friday. There's a lot of good sales out there, y'all. But if I can trade, which I know I can, I just haven't checked to see if they're there. But at the GameStops, there's like 3 of them in my city, and you know, I can get $350 to $400 for my PlayStation, and just pay the difference and upgrade because I do want the best that I can get on any platform. You know, that's why I don't have a Series. I don't have a Series S. My son has a Series S. I have a Series X. You know, so with me being a console gamer, you know, if I can upgrade, yeah, okay, I will. You know, and because I can, but there's a lot of people that are like that. You know, they don't want to play on a PC. They want to have the best that they can get on a console. And if PlayStation can do that, just like we did with the 4, you know, it's not for everybody, you know, but there's a lot of people that it is for. And so, you know, at least it'll like I heard somebody say earlier, it'll foolproof PlayStation for a couple more years, you know, like not about the games that are out right now. Think about the games in the future that PlayStation's coming out with. You don't think they're going to be enhanced in some way? You know, Xbox has already said they're going to enhance the games if needed to be on the Pro. It's like, you know, me being a console gamer, I levitate toward that. I want the best on both platforms for me. And so if I want to buy one, I'm going to buy one. And a lot of people feel the same way, you know. And
can I do a 30-second
and I think
to him?
I think
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. Mostly.
Right.
The one thing I will say is Xbox didn't need an upgrade. And if they did one, sure, it'd sell a little bit, but they don't need it. The PS4, the PS5 Pro, percentages wise, is like 10-15% better at tops. They didn't need it. You know, Death Stranding is a good example. We'll get into it, how good it runs on that console. So it's just like, you know, I would do the same thing. If they made an upgrade, I'd trade it in, but I wouldn't buy it outright. And that would get me next gen, basically, you know. But they didn't make one. I'm glad they didn't make one. That's my answer on that one.
Yeah, that's actually what's up next. Apparently, did PlayStation lose an exclusive?
No. They sold it. They sold it.
No. Kabini, hold on now.
Here's the thing. Decima Engine is owned by Sony.
Yeah.
And when you start the game, it says Sony Interactive Entertainment.
And it runs really good in the Xbox. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no. We ain't gonna let them get away from this one.
The saves are messed up. The saves are messed up, Community. You can't say it runs good.
So wait. Hold up. FK.
Quick resume's messing up on it.
FK, is it that time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's that time.
All right, so let's go in.
Oh, can I go?
Go murder.
All right. Ha. For years we've been hearing. Remember, it goes back years. All my PlayStation people that are just like real PlayStation gamers, not the fanboy ones that you can't say nothing about PlayStation, and it's delusional, crying, and weirdo stuff. Ha. Remember when you guys were saying, remember when he came out, the Decima engine that can only work on the SSD of the PlayStation? They lied. Remember when Kojima sat there and said, you guys remember years back, Kojima will never put a game. He'll never do nothing with Xbox. Ha ha ha. He lied. Now your guys' precious PlayStation exclusive that you remember that you guys were talking about is on the Xbox. And I know it's been on the PC. Okay, cool, whatever. You guys always separate that when it works in your narrative.
You know the only bad thing about this murder? what
I'm not done yet.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not here to fight back.
Oh, I'm not. I'm oh, no. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I know it was on PC.
Yeah.
And I know it was this and it was that. But now that precious PlayStation game has came to Xbox. And I know you guys want to sit there and be like, okay, it's a 5-year game, right? It came out 5 years ago, right? Remember when Grounded and Sea of Thieves came over a couple months ago and you guys were all on your spaces bragging about Xbox games, which I don't like either. Those games are what, 6-7 years old?
8 plus.
8 years old?
Yeah.
So keep that same energy, PlayStation. It's good to see that games are going everywhere if that's going to be the case. I'd rather games not go on platforms. I'm old guard. That's just how I stand. That's what I came up in. But ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Don't tell nobody you guys ain't third party no more. Because, gaming is changing. And I don't like it, but it is what it is. Take that L. Like you guys was all on them Twitter spaces and everything saying that the Sea of Thieves and all the games Xbox is giving you is an L. Well, you see more games than play. Remember they weren't going PC day and date. They're doing it now. They lied. Haha. It's
I don't know. One thing.
Take that L.
One thing.
Can I say something real quick though?
Real quick, let me correct you. You said that this game runs better good on Series X or whatever on Xbox.
Hold on. Let me.
Outside the saves and the quick resume.
Saves is not running, so that's a different issue. And the Series S runs this game at 60 FPS.
Hold on. Only thing I want to say is this. I don't want to get into the console wars, but we did just play the little thing called console wars.
No.
My only rebuttal to your murder is, who the hell is bragging about this garbage game? Hey, yo.
Not me.
Man.
It's not the game, Cowboy. It's the point.
But this is why it's always not fair. That's what I try to tell Purple. I was like, Xbox definitely get it worse. She was like, well, I was like, no, they do get it worse because I feel like you can't even get a full win. This game is so trash. It feels like, yeah, sure, take that garbage game. It's like, dude, that's not fair. I need Xbox. I need a real dub. This ain't a dub.
You know what? Cowboy's right. We gave away the best
he ain't lying.
game in the world, Sea of Thieves, for this fucking game. Come on,
dude. Sea of Thieves Thieves is very popular. Sea of Thieves
I'm playing it over there with a lot of people.
Sea of Thieves is a way bigger win than this. This ain't a win. This is like a talking point. Yeah, you'd be like, aha. But honestly, I never even looked at this.
The only
what's funny? As a PlayStation fan, I didn't realize this was only a PlayStation game. I'm like, it's Kojima game.
Stop it, Cowboy.
Now it's a Kojima. Now it's a right.
Where you been the last 10 years?
I agree with that.
Listen. I guess if you say,
you really mean to tell me that you would have seen Kojima and a Kojima game? You were just talking on your podcast a year ago about. Remember when you were trying? I watched you play Death Stranding and was like, oh yeah, this ain't for me, but I like the graphics and stuff. And I downloaded it on my PlayStation 5 and I played it for about 4 hours, and I was like,
I played it for 3 hours.
Man, I couldn't pass the cut screens, and the cut screens were like 20 minutes, like of watching.
But here's the thing. You know what the thing is though? I'm also not a Metal Gear fan. I think Metal Gear is Metal Gay. I think Metal Gear is highly overrated. So I'm a Metal Gear hater.
Yeah, but hold on, but Cowboy, you're missing the whole point of this. That's the big deal. The big deal is The Decima engine that Horizon Zero Dawn and them run on is running on the Xbox just fine, which this validates
Horizon
how
Zero
close
Dawn?
consoles actually are in performance.
Oh, no, wait. You said Horizon Zero Dawn?
This is the engine that runs Horizon Zero Dawn franchise, the Decima engine. It is a Sony made exclusive engine.
Yeah, Gorilla
Here's my problem with that. Here's my problem with that.
It runs the exact same.
Here's my problem with that.
There you go.
Dude, I don't believe in that stuff. Like, so just saying your engine, why would your engine not be able to run on another console?
Well,
that
no,
makes no sense. Like, I don't even know how people believe that stuff. So you're like the Resident Evil, right? Their engine is called the RE engine, right? It's just because that's the name they chose to call when they create their game. Like, so why would you believe that the RE engine can't run it? Oh wait, Resident Evil's on everything. That would be like saying, like,
because the Decima engine's only ever been on PlayStation.
No, it don't matter what it only been on this. Like, do you really believe you can't put? Like, did you really believe you can't put Horizon Zero Dawn on the Xbox? You think like it's some special thing?
Nobody actually believed that.
Did
It's
you
still a
really
video
actually
game.
believe that?
Magical PS5 SSD? Come on now.
Yeah, nobody actually believed that, but that's what they tried to sell right there. They were they were saying special.
No. So
we're talking when the game
what
first came out.
So again, you guys got to excuse me. Remember, I was in the cloud gaming for 2 years of PlayStation and the Xbox new console, so I was kind of out of the loop. But the only thing I knew of,
ponying up.
the only thing I knew of was they was making a big deal about Ratchet and Clank. Is that how nothing? That's the SSD thing. I never heard no other game be said they can't run because the PlayStation special SSD. I thought that was only Ratchet and Clank. So
yeah,
There
I
has
don't think
been
they said it
several
couldn't.
that they promised that initially. There were several games.
what several games? You got any names?
When the PS5 came out, I know for a fact there were several games that they were promising only worked with the power of the SSD.
So name them. Name anything other than Ratchet and Clank.
Hey, Cubini, you ain't even gotta do all that, man.
No,
bet you don't.
Don't sit here and try to downplay
No,
this.
hold up.
Hey, they can take this L because nobody.
I mean,
two,
it
3
is
years
an
ago,
L.
You
It is
never
an
would have
L.
thought Death
But
Stranding was gonna be on Xbox, on console. Kojima, Death
I
Stranding.
mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe this is why I'm out of con. I thought it was on everything anyway.
No.
I was like, wait, that was never on the Xbox? Like, I just thought it was. I'm like, why is this game only on Death Stranding, only on PlayStation? Like, what?
So
I already thought it was.
Over to PlayStation.
Now Cowboy got
Same
amnesia.
energy, right? So
the thing I find funny, QBD, is all these ponies shocked that this game looks and runs fine on Series S. On Series
That's what
S.
shocked me. Like, why would you think
shocking
this?
them? And I'm like, y'all are stupid because this is a 5-year-old game. Of course, it's gonna look and run good.
Exactly.
Of course, it's gonna
That's
look
a good engine running that game. These lazy ass people need to sit here and start. There's a lot of games. My son has a Series S, and I'm telling you, I ain't seen a game yet that, I mean, besides the fanboy shit online, I haven't seen a game yet on that Series S that looks bad.
No,
he's playing on 4K TVs and everything, and it does. I swear. But does it look as good as my X? No. Does it look as good as the PlayStation at times? No. But there are a lot of games that really, really look beautiful and run beautiful on that console.
Mm-hmm.
They
can say what they want to.
So look, Blood said PlayStation only had a 5-year exclusive for Death Stranding, so it's not the same as putting Sea of Thieves and Grounded on PlayStation. Well, Sea of Thieves been out for a long time though, right?
Yeah, but Sea of Thieves and Grounded were basically free to play multiplayer games, not a walk-in simulator prodigy game.
Nah, when they first came out, they weren't free to play. Because I on my One X, I bought Sea of Thieves way back in the day.
Well, you need
it came with the console in the bundle. Actually, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
so look, Holt's got a good point. I will say this: Death Stranding was super hype. Like I remember the trailer; it looked really cool. And I remember my son bought it.
Super hype.
It was touted as a PlayStation exclusive. It was.
Yeah, I was on the fence. I was on the fence with it, and my son bought it, and he was mad as hell. I was like, the game looks cool, but it's weird looking. I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I don't see no action in it. And my son bought it and was like, man, this game is garbage. And I like I said, I played it for the first 3 hours and was like, hey, bro. But
Cowboy, imagine if you get to Florida and you said, you know what, I'm gonna really change the pace. And you go to work at FedEx and they get you in there and they like, hey, we're gonna put you at a manager position. And they sit you down and go, here's your training. And they put you on some goggles and it's a Death Stranding plan.
Well, but here's the thing. Now that Kojima's third party, are we going to get all the games on everything now?
Death Stranding 2 on Xbox. Death Stranding 2 on Xbox.
Cubini, just like the PlayStation people like to sit there and assume things. Can't we assume that too?
It's a pretty safe assumption, I'd say.
Yeah, but you know,
you think it'll be day one or a delay?
No.
Day one or a delay.
Tony's got money in that game, so it's probably be a year, maybe 6 months.
Well, at least the second one they showed some actual action in the game. So I mean, hopefully it don't take 28 years for you to fight. But you know, but look, Holt said it's funny. Sony had a lot of cinematic games, which was bashed by Xbox gamers, and then decided later their party and Xbox first parties are doing cinematic experiences. It's all just
Hellblade 2. Now you got Death Stranding, and you got Indiana Jones coming.
Right,
whole movie games.
Hey man, I feel like Xbox starting to turn into a PlayStation. You know, I don't know.
Xbox is so big, they can expand their horizons on their games. Sony can't do that. They don't even have the skills to do that.
Oh, hold on. Holt says Spider-Man and Destiny 2 promoted.
Destiny 2 runs better on Series X, Holt.
Yep.
What is it, like 80 frames on PS5 and it's like 100 something on Series X?
Yeah, Keelan, the Xbox and Kojima, they're working on that one cloud game called OD.
Yep, and that's coming to PlayStation.
Yep. Man, I hope you think it's coming to PlayStation.
Sure, it is. Kojima's third party now.
At some point,
it's coming. At some point, it will. Absolutely.
Maybe, but I don't think it matters. But man, I hope that game is dope, and I hope it is just only a cloud gaming. Like, I want a cloud game to like really blow the roof off of gaming, man.
Well, okay, Cowboy, have you seen the videos for Flight Simulator 24?
No.
Everything is cloud based as far as the graphics go and everything. And it's insane. It looks next level.
I don't know. Newsflash, that's not a video game.
So
newsflash, that's not a game.
But
that's a
Flight Simulator always has
different.
Well, I'm just telling you, they cloud stream in the raw assets. That what you see is streamed in from the cloud on the fly. It's not downloaded to your box.
Yeah, so I knew before the weather was being.
Now it's everything.
That's what they did on the other game, though.
Yeah, but it's a big step up from 2020. A massive step up.
Did you play it? Were you really into it?
2020, I played all the time on PC. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we do multiplayer shit, like helicopter stuff.
Yeah.
I
tried it. I flew from Portland to Seattle and having to do all the things, and it was too much for me. But it was cool. It was cool looking at it, going by the mountain and stuff.
The big jets are
about 2 hours.
It takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not really a simulator dude myself.
Amazing game though.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you said what's an amazing game?
Excuse me?
What's an amazing game, Murder?
Flight Simulator.
Yeah, it's not a game, it's a simulator. Can you please not call it a game? I appreciate it.
Crash into the grass and you don't die, so it's a video game. So it's not a gaming console, it's a game.
It's y'all's world, man.
All right. What we got next? FCAT, let's go.
Next up, let's talk about Stalker 2. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Is anybody excited for this game? I don't know anything about
So actually confirmed, they just confirmed a multiplayer mode, Cowboy. A PvP multiplayer mode.
That's cool.
And I'm glad to say that all 4 Xbox games left this year are 60 FPS. So there you go.
That's cool too.
This won't be 60 on Series S.
They already said it was.
On Series S?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought
they said it was
y'all
going to be
put that
30.
in Discord the other day, right?
900p upscaled, something like that. Yeah.
They said it was going to be 30, then they were going to work on 60 later.
No, that was Avowed. You were right. Avowed said that they were going to do 60 later. Remember?
Oh.
Remember? Come on now.
I
Avowed
thought that was for Stalker.
Also, you guys watching there, if you click on the link to this, there's a Discord where we're chatting in Discord all the time about this type of stuff and other stuff. So feel free to join the Discord. And now your mama knows.
Oh yeah. But listen,
So let me hear from this. Are you guys, Cubini? What's the deal with this game? Are you excited for this game? Like, did you play part one? Like,
I didn't
what is
play
it?
part one, but I've actually watched, like all these millennials do, watch somebody play it. I'll definitely try it. It's not at the top of my list,
Right.
But if I have time for it between now and Indiana, I'll definitely
So
look into it, check it out.
Are you fighting humans or creatures? Like, what's the?
Do you remember Metro?
Both.
Do you remember the Metro games?
Yeah.
Kind of something like that. But
yeah, that's kind of
deep. It dives into it a little more than Metro, I think. That's the big difference. Because I love the Metro Exodus and shit. Those are great games.
Yeah, Cowboy, kind of like a Chernobyl, disformed character, disformed creatures, regular.
Yeah, there's gonna be creatures and weird people and shit.
I've never played the first one, so I'm not too excited about the second one. I mean, just because I've never played the first one. So, but it looks good.
Same thing with me.
What I see, and I mean, those people, because they've been through a lot, and
I mean, you can't pass on free on Game Pass. Can't pass that up.
One thing I will say about this
Give it a shot.
thing, FCAT, is it's a UE5, just like Hellblade. So being 30 on S, that's fine because it's UE5. But I would hope they can at least do like a 40 FPS performance mode. I'd say worst case on the S. That makes sense. To get to VR range and all that shit.
Let's pull up some video footage, man. Since we're talking about it.
Yeah.
On top of that, though, it's got to have some kind of, because you are using guns in that. And
yeah, it's a shooter. Yeah.
Guns at 30.
I think there was a gameplay deep dive on this recently, or a making of it, or something like that.
You want me to pull up a trailer or just a gameplay?
Let me
either one.
quick see if I see anything new. Give me a second.
This trailer. Oh, we got a video that was 4 days ago.
I mean, if the multiplayer turns out to be good, like I'll probably buy this on PC.
Here you go, Cowboy. I got one for you. I don't know. The guy talked.
He's got one. And there's a lot of trailers for this game.
This was 3 weeks ago. They actually played the game for 3 hours. So the one I sent you has that footage.
Okay.
In fairness, the hype is there because, Xbox has it, for the foreseeable future until otherwise commented on. So
3 months. 3 months.
No, that's not true at all, bro. Xbox spent so much money on this game, they literally moved the developer to a new studio and paid for it. They're not going to give it up in 3 months. It's not going to be 3 months. It'll probably be a year, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah. I don't know, QB. Xbox giving it up in the first night. They give up an
8-year-old game.
I don't know,
bro.
I'm pretty sure this is a 3 month time exclusive.
Indiana was because Disney fucking made that happen. You know it.
But didn't they come out in the papers and say this is a Xbox exclusive?
It is. It is exclusive.
No, this is going on PlayStation later.
Sure, but about a year probably.
I remember podcast when the news came out that it was that Indiana Jones was going to be an Xbox exclusive. Everybody was cheering from the roofs. We got one. We got one.
Disney put down and said, "Nope, that ain't happening." You know it. Disney, man.
That's crazy. That PlayStation only developer that got that kind of pull that says, "Nah, that game ain't going over there."
Well, so is this like this has to do with Chernobyl and all that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact time frame on it, but I would say yes. You're in that time frame.
It's literally Chernobyl in the title.
Holtz, did you ever play Stalker back on and this is actually a computer game too. So it's coming to PC or coming to console. That's a good thing as well.
Yes, Holt's Series X does have an SSD. It's just built in. You can't take it out. That's the difference. I think it might be like 10% slower, 12% slower, something like that. It's got a different memory bandwidth on the Xbox, but it's marginal at best.
I think for what it
You
is,
back,
it's going to be a
Cowboy?
good game. A lot of people like this game.
Yeah, it'll be fun. If it's got a multiplayer, that could be interesting.
And like people say, hey, you got Game Pass. Why not?
Try it. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
If you try it on Game Pass, and if you want it, then buy it a year later on PlayStation. Why not?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's good that they put multiplayer in it though, because
I don't think it's the multiplayer you're thinking.
Well, the
think it's
campaign
like a
itself is
co-op
going to be
op.
like super hard, super intense, and like for people who don't want to do all that, you know, they could just jump into the multiplayer and have fun.
But I don't. The multiplayer, I'm pretty sure, is not going to be like a Call of Duty style multiplayer. It's not.
Right.
I don't think
be
it's
more
what
like
you think.
Tarkov.
I think it.
I actually got to bounce, guys. You guys take care, okay? Cowboy, we'll be in touch. Be safe driving to Florida.
Take care, Computing.
Later, boys.
All right, brother. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be like a Call of Duty style of
Ready, Cowboy. This is the other. I don't know if you want to pull up this video that they just showed today. Cowboy. This video that they showed today looked better than the last stuff that they showed, the preview. And I don't know why. And I'm like, maybe it's more quick cut, you know, gets to the good stuff kind of thing. And because I'm on the fence. Yeah, because I'm on the fence now with this game. I think it's going to be slow, clunky, and boring. But the video they showed today and actually looked somewhat decent, you know, quite fluid and stuff like that. And I was like, wait, what is going on with this game? This game's like all over the place. It's like giving me mixed messages.
right. But you know what's cool, FCAT? You know you already got a failsafe. You can sit there and try it on Game Pass. If you like it, buy it on PlayStation. You know, it's they made it that way. Very simple.
Cowboy.
I did the same thing with Black Ops. I tried it when it came out, which is this year was the only year I hadn't pre-ordered it in years, and I sat there and I tried it on Game Pass, which I still have. You know, it's like Netflix. It just keeps going. And I sat there and I played it for 4 or 5 days on Xbox to see if it was going to switch up or it's going to start turn into a horrible game. And then once I figured, okay, me and my boys were rocking out,
Cowboy,
I bought it on
the
PlayStation.
video for this that they showed today.
Easy fix.
Wait, they showed a video on this today? Oh, you put it in Discord, right? Earlier?
Yeah, it's the gameplay deep dive.
All right, hold on. You should have put it in trailers, man. I to find it faster.
I think Cubini put it up.
Oh, wait, oh, wait, I got it already. Yeah. I just thought it was the same thing. I was like, it's around the same. The other one was like 15 minutes. This is 14 minutes. I thought it was the same thing. So that's why I didn't watch it.
Yeah, like I said, like this one looked different from the preview thing that they showed. The preview thing that they showed, it was like slow, it was clunky.
Well, the other one was more cinematic. Like they was trying to. But honestly, I liked what I seen as far as it feeling like Indiana Jones. Like, and the thing is, I know you don't want to hear this, FCAT, but I don't take Indiana Jones as like the super over the top action pack. It's gonna be the way indie like action should be. You know what I mean? It's like it feels spot on.
And you see a lot of that in this gameplay footage. You see a lot of stuff that's like would be an Indiana Jones game, like what you would imagine being an Indiana Jones game is in this one. But the last stuff that they showed, the preview thing, like they just showed them like, you know, growing glass bottles and hitting people with brooms, and it was ridiculous. and I was like, oh,
See,
this looks stupid. This looks, a little clunky, a little slow. But
but
in this
see,
gameplay footage, it's better. It's a little bit better. So it's like giving me mixed
This looks
messages. It's
more
like
slow.
kind of like Redfall. Like one trailer's like shows is horrible, one trailer looks
don't
good.
say Redfall. That's bad. See, you jinxed it right then. No, but see, hold on. A lot of people gotta. I don't see. This is today. A lot of the people, they don't really. How many of the people? I mean, there's probably a lot of them, but really know what Indiana Jones is.
I agree.
If they're coming in expecting this to be maybe a Tomb Raider or a Nathan Drake story, I mean, there's a lot of these kids that are going to jump in and play this game with a lot of older people. That Indiana Jones at that time was a big cinematic like thing.
Yeah,
it was action. It was this and that.
Yeah.
But today it's a little bit different. These people,
from
this is not going to be fucking Uncharted, and that's what people need to, the comparisons and stuff. It's Indiana Jones.
No, well, hold on, FCAT. You think him passing away? FCAT, you think him passing away going to make the game sell more?
What? Whoa,
I don't know. Quite possibly Candyman, Tony Todd.
Yeah, Tony Todd just died.
Oh, I thought. I was like, Indiana Jones passed away. What the?
But no, like I said, from this footage, I was like, I can actually play this. From what I've seen from this footage, I was like, I can actually, put up with this and play this. But the last footage, I was like, I don't know. This looks kind of.
I ain't gonna lie to you, FCAT. So far, it looks like the same one. I don't see what's different in this that was different in the other one. It's showing cinematic trailers.
It's probably more quick cuts. It's probably more quick cuts. That's probably what it is.
And FCAT, you got a Series X, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so regardless of any situation, who gives a fuck? You're going to be playing.
It's going to look this good. It's going to look this good.
No, I don't think that's his issue, Murder. I don't think that's his issue. He's thinking he might not like the gameplay. But I'm thinking, dude, Indiana Jones, what do you expect? Like, they're making it more like you're the character.
Well, they said it wasn't like Wolfenstein, and I was like, oh, man.
But Indiana Jones wasn't a walk in the door, guns blazing type character. That's
right. That's what I'm trying to say.
If people are expecting that, they're already going to be disappointed because it's not, like I said, it's not a Nathan Drake story. It's not he didn't use his guns. If you really, if you really know about Indiana Jones, he would use his gun, but only when needed. It wouldn't be like he wouldn't just go into a situation and just start shooting shit up.
The stuff he just did, that's Indiana Jones to me. My man, before, this is what Indiana Jones should be,
Yeah, and Cowboy, he used to, people might laugh about it, but he used to throw his hands. Remember Indiana Jones would be in the, and they'd fight, and then he'd shoot it out every now and then with the German dudes and blah, 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 or the weird tribes that were chasing him, but he wasn't running around with an AK shooting shit like Call of Duty.
That's so Indiana with the dynamite thing.
Right.
Like, I'm just afraid this is all quick cuts and it's just making it look good.
Well, good thing. Oh,
I just don't want the game to be slow and clunky. That's the thing.
It's Indiana Jones. What you want it to be? Halo? Like you man. I don't even know what to say to you.
Look, they're saying it's more of like a stealth.
Like a dishonored or thief.
Right, But that's what he used to do: sneak around and do look, and then throw them hands every now and then.
So when they down you, you can go revive yourself by picking up your hat.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Right. And then come back out throwing them. Look, yeah.
And mostly the game is like you're picking up these items, you're learning stuff, you take pictures of things, you're adding it to your notebook, and you go back to your notebook and pick up on the clues and stuff of what you got to do or where you got to go.
Right. When does this come out again?
This comes out
December
in
8th.
beginning of December.
December 8th.
Yep.
That's cool.
But see,
man.
Cowboy, they're making, you know, as you know, a lot of people do every day with media and everything like this nowadays. They're making it more like, oh, well, I hope it needs to, it better be like Uncharted. It's like, why can't Uncharted be Uncharted and Indiana be Indiana and let these games be what they are for what they
Well,
are?
you know, the thing is,
You know?
unfortunately for FCAT, Uncharted was more like you're shooting. It was action like crazy. I think that's going to be the difference. This ain't going to be like Uncharted, and FCAT might not like it because he's already talking about he thought it was going to be like Wolfenstein. I'm like, what? Wolfenstein's so over the top, shooting 1 million people and explosions and.
What's the Wolfenstein where you wake up and you're in the hospital bed and you're going through the beginning of it in a wheelchair and you got to shoot people? Was that Wolfenstein 2?
That's true.
Yeah, when he's in the wheelchair and you got to go through the vents and oh my God. Yeah, Indiana Jones is not that.
Yeah, and not that at all. Yeah.
That game was crazy.
Won't be shocked if this game is 6 hours. Ooh, what? Let me ask you this, FCAT. How long would you want this game to be?
I don't know. I don't know. Like my thing is, like I was so close to getting. I was so close to getting the 3-day access. You know, the DLC, the this and that and the other thing, for $100. And now I'm like, oh, I could just wait for this on Game Pass, see if I like it or not. Like, how did I go from that transition? It's like, it just boggles my mind.
So you know what's funny? Keelan said, I think it's gonna be a good game, but I'm gonna have to compare it to Drake Uncharted. That game feels like Indiana Jones movie, but then Drake feels like Lara Croft. You know what I mean? They all bit off of Indiana Jones. You know, that's where those games are all loosely based off Indiana Jones. So hopefully Indiana Jones can make it feel, and maybe it's good that Indiana Jones is in first person, because then you probably would really compare it to, you know, Uncharted and Lara Croft.
Right.
But
remember, it has third person elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready. Let me know when you're ready to go to the main event, Cowboy.
Oh damn! All right, so wait, the main event is gonna hit us like it's gonna be wild, or
it's gonna be wild.
Damn! Should I drop anything, or we?
I've been sitting here.
No, we don't need to go to the video. But yeah, it's the news that pretty much rocked the cloud gaming by a storm.
Yeah.
Pull me out, Cowboy.
Damn.
100-hour cap. 100-hour cap.
What?
100-hour cap murder.
Ha ha ha. Cowboy, ha.
So when you subscribe to GFN, they give you 100-hour cap.
Has just subscribed to the channel.
When you run out of 100 hours, you gotta buy more time. So you're spending even more money.
Okay, can we get real for a minute? Now, I will say, I think Mr. Urban's point was 100 hours a month is a lot, though, if we're being fair. Now, I do get it, though,
Bro, if
right?
you're playing Starfield, like if you're on Starfield hardcore, you eating up them 100 hours.
Yeah, you can get 100 in Call of Duty, and shit, I'm on 45, 50 right now, probably.
No, they mean like 100 hours straight. So their analytics came out and they said only like 3% of the users actually go up to 100 hours on GeForce Now.
Oh, wait, hold on. You said 100 hours straight. Right. It was 100 hours in a month.
Yeah, 100 hours in a month.
Yeah, okay, 100 hours. No. Why'd you say straight?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
So 100 hours in a month, I mean, I can see somebody doing it. Like, you know, I've had my moments where I was telling you, Murder, where I played Destiny for 24 hours, you know. But that was a rare occasion, right? Yeah, 100 hours in a month, I think is pretty good, if you ask me. Like, if you had to have a cap, right? And like, if I was buying a plan, I was like, okay, 100 again for my lifestyle right now. I could get 100 hours a month. But yeah, there's some people who, man, they probably they playing a lot. But if he said that 3% of GFN only does that, then dude, at the end of the day,
So let me put it like this in this analogy.
Right.
Say Stadia's still around, you're still on Stadia, right? You pay for Stadia Pro. And they put out a thing that says after 100 hours of playtime in a month, your Stadia Pro runs out. They put you back into the free tier.
That's crazy. But now that I'm thinking about it, 100 hours in a month, that might. I mean,
you might as well, dude. Cloud gamers, listen to me. Everybody needs to stop paying for GeForce Now. Just stay on the free tier. Stay on the free tier. Just is a couple ads and you're in the game, but that'll probably increase if everybody goes to it. But we need to show GeForce Now. Stop pulling bullshit.
Yep.
Like this.
They trying them AFCAT. They're trying them sneaky tactics. And if they see that GeForce Now can get away with it, they all gonna start doing caps on.
Yeah.
You know, like or doing a tier.
Oh,
you know,
Boosteroid came out. Boosteroid came out. They're like, oh, we're not gonna do caps, and they lowered their price too. And they're trying now. Everybody's trying to flock over to Boosteroid.
See, they playing good. Play your guys' cloud games, or not. You know, I'm talking about the companies. Yeah, have your cloud wars and do whatever makes the price go down and not change for people who want a game and do their thing. But when they start trying to like monetize off of, I know it's business though. Like if I owned the business, if I was the owner of GeForce Now or any of these companies, I probably would be.
The thing is, it's bad enough. When you do the middle and highest tier, so what priority gives you like 6 hours playtime, then you got to start the game over. Then ultimate gives you 8 hours playtime, then it starts over. It's like you've already done that. Why are you putting a cap on 100 hours a month? Like, it does not make sense.
I don't know. I guess that's why I'm not a cloud gamer. I mean, that ain't why, but that's, I
understand cloud costs money and stuff like that. And
I mean, you could get cloud with the price of your subscription on Game Pass. I'm not saying it's the best because I don't play it, but I have played it. But it's like,
what you think, think, Cowboy?
I'm sorry.
Came back.
What'd you say?
I was like, everybody should just cancel and ride the free tier.
Hell no, dude. FK. This drives me crazy. There's a reason people buy the $20 tier. All right, let's do this. Let's do math. What the free tier is running what graphics card?
The same thing as the performance. The same thing as the priority. It's no different. You just get more time. You just get more time. You get 1440p now, and now you get the widescreen. But it's no different from the free tier.
So wait, I thought the elite tier was getting the 4080.
That's the ultimate tier.
Okay, so the ultimate tier is getting the 4080. So you're saying the free tier gets the 4080?
No, I'm saying the free tier and the performance tier, which used to be priority tier, is the same thing.
Okay, well, which tier they pushed up?
The ultimate.
Okay. The ultimate tier is the one that they're saying.
The 3080 ain't around anymore. There's no 3080 tier anymore. Like 3080's gone. Like
I feel like you're just saying that. This is misinformation at its finest, bro. You're not gonna get the free tier. Ain't gonna be the highest tier.
Right.
That makes no sense.
No, it's no different. It's just you only get an hour playtime with free.
No, you get an hour of playtime and you have to take a break. You have to. You don't get it.
You have to start over. Start the
Right.
game
So
over and
the
go
thing
to
is,
the ads.
if somebody's listening to us and they're listening to you, they're like an hour. Like you're not explaining it properly, yo. So you can't go more than an hour. You take it. You have to stop. That your hour session ends, and then you can start right back up. Is what happens. Now that would be annoying, right? You're playing a game for an hour. That would be annoying. But what I'm saying to you is, people go on and on about the graphical fidelity of it. And don't mind me, guys. We got this new motor in our furnace, and I was like, "What the hell?" I thought it was about to blow up. It got all loud, and my wife was like, "No." She was here when the guy installed it, and she was like, "No, it's supposed." He said that it's a newer part, because they don't have the same part, and it's more powerful. I'm like, "What the hell?" Anyway, it was scaring me. But I thought
He's gonna make your house blow up before you move.
Bro, I don't need this house to blow up. I need to sell it. Like, can we just not, like, what the hell? Anyway, yeah, my thing is, your analogy I don't think would make sense, because you're not going to get the same thing that you'll be quitting. You know what I mean? But I see what you're saying. Hey, boycott. But the thing is, people are paying that money for something. That's cool, man. That's
People
hope,
are
right?
already boycotting. They're moving they went over to Boosteroid because Boosteroid said, "Oh, we're not going to cap ours," and they lowered the price for their Ultra.
You know what I would like to know is, I wonder the amount of people who did that. You know, it's easy to say people did it, but again, just like they said, if they said 3% of people, they got to look at the numbers, right? Like, here's the thing. That'd be like, if you're really into this thing, right? You like it and you playing and you whatever, then they add this. So if you're not one of the people that it caters to, right? Like, if you're like, dude, 100 hours doesn't bother me, you're not jumping in no damn boosteroids. Come on now. Like, let's be real. But I guess with cloud gaming, but I guess with cloud gaming, I guess because you don't have anything physical, I guess you could be like, well, I just jumped the boosteroid, because you'll take your games with you.
This announcement also, like, put a sour face on the cloud haters too. You know, the ones that are all like, "Oh, I hate cloud." Like, they're like, "See, look, there's proof right here. Cloud sucks."
Well, I seen somebody made a good point. Somebody put up something on Twitter, was like, "See, this is what happens when your games aren't physical and they're in the cloud, and then one day they could just tell you can't even play your games as much as you want." I was like, "Oh, that's deep." Yeah, that is. Think about it. You technically don't have nothing physical to play whenever you want. So they could just be like, you can't play that much. You can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, you gotta pay more money to play more.
I'll break out your old consoles.
I just think they went by the wrong statistic or analytics.
So what's their point of this, though?
Right.
Huh?
What was the point of them? Yeah, what was the point? Like,
yeah, Cowboy, don't you think that sets like a bad precedent? If this is in fact what FCat's saying, is having cloud but having a monthly cap on it. You know, like you get in the GeForce now and they say,
services are out there where you pay by the hour, where you can pay it by the hour.
Yeah, like maximal settings. Like Mr. Overall always talk about maximal settings.
Paying for computer stuff in the cloud. All right.
Hell, just do the day passes. Just like people can go do the day passes. That's probably save you more money than running 100 hours.
People can buy a console or go get a computer. Like,
exactly.
Like,
Go native.
Well, let's not jump off the edge yet. Let's just say this: for the 3 people who are playing more than 100 hours in a month, then they should just pay a little extra, or get a console, or get a PC, or do all the other
3%.
alternatives.
True.
Those are the hardcore cloud gamers right there.
Yeah,
If
I mean
they
it's
spend
super hard. Yeah, I mean, damn. But it could be like a younger kid where his mom just don't time off, let him just play as much as he want. You know what I mean? It could be an
who used
adult
to
who got a
play
lot of
100
money.
hours on Stadia?
I don't know.
100 hours. I'm trying to really think in my head, 100 hours in a month. How feasible is that? I mean, now in my life, it'll be kind of rough. But so let me think. So realistically, okay, we probably play, let's just say 7 hours a week in wrestling, right? So let's just say that, right? So call it 7 hours a week, right? So that's 4 weeks in a month, right? So that's like what, 32 hours, right? And then I guess Fortnite I was playing, I mean, maybe 5 hours a week, right? 4 days a week. So that'd have been 20 hours, right? So you got so that's like, call it 60 hours right there. And I guess if you add like me just playing sporadically, it's throughout the month, it's probably another, just say 15. So then you got 60, 75 hours. I mean, and that's just me, but then again, I'm streaming. So yeah, maybe some people might be hitting that. I don't know. I was trying to think how feasible it is, you know what I mean? Because when you say 100 hours, but that isn't a month, right? That isn't a month.
You were gone. You walked away, and I was sitting there recapping it and was like, "Well, in a month, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I get it."
Yeah,
But is that would that be like a present as far as cloud gaming? Remember, like cloud, it's in the cloud. It's an extra thing. Would you want to see them start using that? Like, okay, you got the 500, the 5, or the half, is it
right?
Excuse me. Like, what if the 100 hours or 100 gigabytes or whatever it was a month? What if they cut that in half and start, as far as cloud gaming, I mean, I understand it makes sense from like a business perspective, but as a gamer, do you want to see them start putting limitations on how your cloud gaming is?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Yeah, I mean that is that's adding a not cool trend for gaming.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't cloud game, but I know you do. But if back in the day when you were on Stadia, as soon as you joined Stadia, they were like, "Hey, you get a 75 hours a month on here." It's like, whoa,
But the thing is, Cowboy, when you reach the 100-hour maximum, they drop you the free tier. Like you're kicked out of that tier that you paid for.
Well,
because that doesn't sound good to me. Like
but to be fair, what you paid for was 100 hours. So why would you still be in that tier after 100 hours? They're making it clear. You're paying for 100 hours a month. So once you go over that, don't say you're getting kicked out. You just don't have access to it because you went over your 100 hours. Like that's clear as day. Like we don't need to make any type of like, oh, you got beat over the head and scammed. Like, no, I'm looking you in the face saying when you get over 100 hours, you won't be able to use this tier. You go to the free one.
Like xCloud and stuff like that. Luna starts doing stuff like that. It's like,
I mean, they might.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about because I don't know nothing about cloud gaming, but I'm just saying as far as the precedents that they're trying to set right now, like
exactly,
they dip in there like Xbox. Remember, like you say, Cowboy, Xbox gonna jump out there and they're gonna take them bullets first. GeForce is gonna take these bullets first.
I was
they do have the rollover. Holtz is right. They do have the 15-hour rollover.
I was honestly just about to say, if you ask me, if I was going to start playing cloud gaming, I'm playing xCloud. For me, it's just way more benefits. The price of xCloud also come with games every month, like new games, 400 plus games. I mean, it's on. Like I was trying to tell Purple, I said xCloud is the closest thing to Stadia.
right? You could play it on your TV, you could play it on your phone, you could play it on your computer, you could play it on a web browser, you could play it on Wi-Fi, you could play it on Android. I mean, not
In the
Android. You could play it
car,
on mobile service, like
in your on your watch, in the car, like these electric
you know.
cars. They
Now,
got
yeah, I mean, now is it don't have all the features Stadia had, fine, right? But xCloud to me, I still feel if you was a Stadia fan, xCloud is the way to go because it gives you that same console feeling, but in the cloud. But yeah. Man, so let me ask you guys this: what games? Well, FCAT, are we done with the GeForce now?
my fault, Cowboy. I'm
That's all right.
my fault. Muted my mic.
FCAT, are we done with the GFN? I want
Yeah,
to
'cause
say yes.
I don't know too much about that because, as you know, I'm not a cloud gamer. That's why I was tossing it to you.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like that precedent being set. You know, like if I mean, but I don't know. You know, I don't know as far as how it does with cloud gaming, but having
Right.
you set down to like if they said, okay, here, Cowboy, we're gonna let you on cloud gaming, but we're gonna give you a restriction of say 25 hours. You know, I don't want other cloud gaming places to start like implementing that type of thing.
No, I agree.
For the cloud gamers, like it doesn't bother me at all. But I'm just saying, if I was a cloud gamer and I just happened to get on xCloud or GFN or Boosteroid or
Right.
Luna or any of these places, and they were like, hey, we're gonna start putting a cap and monetizing each 25, 55, 100 hours. You know, even if you don't use it. I don't want to see cloud gaming go that way. I don't think it's good enough to go. I mean, it might be on GeForce from what I hear, but I don't think it's like cloud gaming ain't that popular yet. It's like VR. It's there. It's kind of
Don't give people an excuse to not like it. You know what I mean?
right, exactly. You know, don't give us less reasons to not want to jump into something that's not even really budded yet.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Let's get into some other stuff. So as we get close to winding down the show, want to thank everybody who tuned in. Had a good amount of people was popping in. Some new people, 2 people subscribed during the show. But I know some friends of mine because I put it on Facebook. So actually, some friends of mine popped in, so that was cool. My man Jeremy jumped in earlier. My man Chad said he's seen the post. My buddy owns a comic book store. He's trying to get me to sell him my Spawn comics before I move. But I don't know if I'm ready to part ways with it yet. I almost feel like he must know something I don't because now he's trying to buy them. So I feel like, dude, I might just hold on to them. Like, I'm not in a rush to sell them. So whatever they worth now, they might imagine what they're going to worth in 10 or 20 years. You know what I mean? If I make it that long.
To sell the what?
But anyway.
No,
my Spawn comics.
Ooh.
Yeah, my buddy, he owns a comic book store and he's trying to get me to sell him my Spawn comics.
Oh, see, he owns a comic book store. So he's not okay. Well,
he's the owner. Yeah, it's his comic book store. It's called Comics Lair in Trent.
Okay. Well, I would I mean, if you don't feel like you want to hang on to them no more, I mean, but then again, like you said, maybe they'll be more expensive further down the road. But take a second opinion. You know?
Let's see.
I'm just saying. Take a second opinion to see what another comic book person would sit there and quote.
I mean, you know what's cool? I know another guy. I know my other buddy. He owns a comic book store. I literally know 2 people that own comic book stores. Like they are the owner of the stores.
Yeah, see, that's perfect. You know, it's good. It's cool going to one person because you don't know no better. But it's always good to have a second opinion. You know, I'm not saying anybody's trying to get over on you or nothing, but you know.
No, you're right.
You know, that's not even it at all. So there's always, not saying
the only other news is switch to the confirmed backer compatibility.
Who confirmed that?
Nintendo.
You really show me an article where Nintendo said it. I want to see it
Nintendo
right now.
confirmed backer compatibility for their next device.
Good. They need that, or just that's something big.
I mean, they
That's
definitely
amazing.
should do it.
Right.
Okay, look, they got a comic book guide, comic book value guide. Okay. So I can actually look these up myself.
See, there you go.
Yeah, but he's talking about.
And Sony looking at the launch of Concord and they're wondering what happened. It's like, you know what the fuck happened.
But here, let me bring this up to you guys since we're talking about gaming. Guys, this is probably gonna be I don't know the next game I'm gonna buy. Damn, I haven't played the Transformers game in a minute. But I don't know the next game this is probably gonna be the next game I'm gonna buy, man. It's looking dope. And I was a fan of Monster Hunter Worlds for a point in time.
Yeah, you played the beta. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is to you guys, what are there any games coming out? Like what's your next game you're gonna buy? I mean, this don't come out to February, so but you guys got any games
I'm excited for all of them, but I mean, my game that I was looking forward to came out 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Call of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah, like all the extra stuff for me because that's the type of gamer that I am. I like my shooter games. You know, like anything else is a bonus for me. Like if I can play it on Game Pass, cool. If it interests me in some way, somebody like you or somebody else that I trust when it comes to things like that hits me up and like, man, you got to try this game. You know, everything on Xbox, you know, I can play on Game Pass. I'm just still waiting to see when PlayStation is gonna give me something that, you know, that's not Call of Duty or PUBG or, you know,
right.
That's gonna entice me to buy something else. But no, me personally, no. Call of Duty's already out. That's taking up a lot of people's time. It's gonna take up my time. It's kept me off of games that I should be playing, like Off the Grid. I was really getting into that. Ain't touched it since Call of Duty came out. PUBG, really into that. Ain't touched it since Call of Duty came out. You know, but yeah, everything else is extra, man. It's great to be gaming right now because if you think about it, I don't see why people are complaining, man. There's brand new games coming out every week. You know, there's lots of games coming out, so it's hard. It's hard for me to like put it down to one game or two games.
Yeah, man. Gaming is I'm enjoying it, but obviously I've been a little busy recently, but still, you know, I just like playing video games, man. I'm a gamer. So I'm just excited for new games.
And you'll be knocking some of those games down too, Cowboy. I said, and on top of that, all bullshit aside, you know, you more than me because I play mostly multiplayer games. But as far as like story games, you've knocked quite a few down this year.
Yeah,
you could do a recap on just games that you knocked down this year.
I did. I beat a good couple games this year.
Yeah.
I don't know what besides Monster Hunter, that's my most anticipated game. Do you guys got anyone that you're looking forward to?
For FCAT and myself, I'm interested on South of Midnight.
Okay.
I kind of want to see where that goes. And they've been talking about it lately and having people come down and view the game and stuff like that. It's that game FCAT was talking about. Remember the girl in Louisiana with the big alligator?
Yeah.
They showed it in the showcase. You know, that's kind of interesting to me. But I don't know. Unless it has like a multiplayer element, it'll be another just game I play on Game Pass. It won't be a game I buy. You know,
the cool thing is that Game Pass gives you that,
option.
That option, yeah. So that's dope.
Yep. I like it. You know, I mean, I can't even say like because I use it. Yes. Just this month when Call of Duty first came out, for the first, opening night. I downloaded it on my Xbox, played it for 4 days. Came Friday, bought it on my PlayStation.
Well, I think the cool thing is it gives you like we said, it gives you the option. So, you know, when a game comes out that you want to play, bam, you could jump right on it. So that's cool.
They want you to use the Xbox like a red box. So that's kind of what I do.
Hey, listen, that's what they want, right?
Yeah, that's what they promote. You don't need nothing, remember? All you need is Game Pass. Well, I'm not those guys because I already own the console. So I'm not saying it's that. But I don't know.
Well, I know something else I'm looking forward to. Hold on.
Hey, hold up. Cowboy. It's the last show. Of the New Jersey era. I see my boy TK9 down there. Come on, you got to get him up in here.
Oh, snap. TK in the building?
Yeah.
Hey, K9, man. Here, jump up in here, K9.
It wouldn't even. Yeah, you've been blocking him out these last couple times. And
hey, I only did that one time, man. Don't blow it up like that. That was one time, man.
Oh, man.
But look, I'm looking forward to this. Actually.
Oh, yes. See, thank you for reminding me.
That told me this was free. I didn't know this was free.
Yes, it's a free to play. That's what they were saying about. That's why they were saying.
Yeah, when FCAT told me that, I was like, oh. I guess this is going to be the game where they're going to have a bunch of characters.
Right. Look. He said, "Cowboy, you blocked me." Right.
No, I thought it was that one time, man. Stop playing.
All right, Commissioner, you better quit. Yeah,
that was one time, man.
See, yeah, you're right. I'm excited about
this. What's your thoughts on this? Kind of dope. I mean, I'm not into the hero shooter thing, but at the end of the day, it's just like Call of Duty, right? Playing team versus team, right?
Yeah, 6-on-6.
You don't need to call it a hero shooter,
But it ain't a shooter.
No. Well, yeah, you're right. It ain't a shooter, but that would be the thing.
It's a hero
slasher.
I mean, would you call this a shooter? Like,
no.
People in the chat, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Would this be a team shooter or whatever they would call it? I mean, there's probably only 1 or 2 people that have guns.
Yeah. It looks cool as hell, but it does
Get up in here, TK. He said, I don't even attempt to join no more. Yeah, because Cowboy be talking shit and just leaving him out there.
Okay,
like, no, TK, I ain't gonna, no, you can't come in here today.
That was one time, man. Let me live.
All right, well, yeah, okay. Oh no, y'all are two, if not the two of my favorite content creators. And
yes, it doesn't look bad though.
Hey, and let me say this, since FCAT he's gone, and it's just me and you, Cowboy man, as a gaming community man, and just people. I know a lot of people think the same way that I do, brother man. Thank you for like all you do and all you have done. You brought a lot of people out, as far as like giving them a place to speak, me included. You've launched a lot of platforms. You've been there. You've battled. You battle tested. You're a real man. You're a good person, and for real, from me to the haters gonna hate, and the haters go. You know how it go. We don't pay no attention to them. But just thank you for your contributions in all these spaces, from Stadia down to PlayStation, down to just what you do. You're one of the good ones, man, and just know you're appreciated. And I know this is a new journey for you, but you're gonna knock it out. You're gonna cowboy kung fu kick it out the motherfucking park, and just know, man, people appreciate you out here, and it'll be good when you're back.
All right, man. Listen, that means a lot to me, man. It's you're my peers. You know what I mean? Like we we, this is what we do. We chat, we talk, we play games together, and it means a lot, because we're grown men, and so sometimes it's like I ain't gonna say, but all jokes aside, like that's heart to heart, man. So I really appreciate it. It's heartfelt, and my wife used to get on me because of the time I spent doing this stuff. And she realized, man, you love it. And I wouldn't be doing it if it was just me. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is literally, I don't go out the house.
I think you would, though. I think you would, Cowboy. I think you would still stream if it was just you. In some way, shape, or form. You like to go eat. You like to,
Yeah. Well, what I mean is like, so yeah, the vlogging is different, right? I'm always going to do that, right? But I think like, if I was like streaming and there was like 0 people watching, you know what I mean? Then I'm not so sure if I would be that enthusiastic. You know what I mean? If it was like 0 people watching. But yeah, the fact that I do a lot of other stuff, it is cool to see other people appreciate some of the other, like some people like the reviews, some people like, so I've always liked doing multiple things. And then I'll see people comment, like I got people commenting on the video that I did a video of this thing supposed to clean earwax out really good, right? And I was like, yo, it sucked. So I got people recently was just commenting like, oh man, a real review. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You saved me money. And I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like, so, but no, I appreciate it, man.
For sure.
What K9 said. He's like getting soft over the years, but I still rock with him. Nah, I appreciate it, K9. You know you're my dude, man. And I definitely got soft over the years. I just felt that I can't keep that same energy. Like, meaning, I don't want to say people are fake, but people are better actors than me. Like Doc, man, Doc could put on that. Doc act like he's extra mad, and my thing is I like to play the character, but I can't do it consistently. You know what I mean? Like I don't like the animosity, and this gaming is getting too much animosity. So I don't want to act like I'm mad at somebody, and then we got to keep this beef up for a long time, or we do end up having beef because I made a rebuttal to your video. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I got more soft because I like to smack talk like everybody else, but that ain't really in my nature to keep it that long. Like I like when I had like beef, like, yo, I'm gonna make my video. It was like, back in the day, rappers, right? That was the craft, right? You made a diss track, they made a diss track, you went back a couple times and you let it go. You kind of went your way. The gaming is like, because rapping was an individual, whether you rep in the West Coast or the East or the South, right? But for the most part, gaming is like, I'm team Xbox and I gotta hate everything you do, and I'm team Sony, and it's like, bro, why can't it just be me versus you, and then we let it go? But it never dies, because it's like, as soon as Sony get a game, Xbox can't get that, and then Xbox get 3 games on Game Pass. See, we got a better value. It's like, bro, I can't keep it up. I can't live in that. I can't. And so, like, even when FCAT come on the show and have his stuff, like, it really made me realize, like, bro, I can't do this forever. Like, today, we had our little fun. We was like, oh, well, Xbox getting Death Stranding, and oh, it's an old game, whatever. Right. I could deal with that little bit. You know what I mean? But, like, so to your point, FCAT said he's back. To your point, K9, that's why I kind of, like, got soft. Because, and I'm creative, too. My thing is, I want to make a video on everybody, if that's the case. You know what I mean? But I take a long time when I make these videos, because I try to put a lot into it. It's too much. I don't want that smoke. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this little break.
Yeah, man. Look, listen.
Get to do some gaming. Get off the Twitter stuff. And
listen, FCAT, this is your moment, bro. Come up with a Monday show in the same time slot, bro.
Nah. I'm behind the scenes working with Purple.
Okay.
Probably on an interview.
Okay.
Probably.
DK, you at work? Sorry.
Nah. I'll probably work out something with you, where I drive out to Pensacola and meet up with you, Cowboy.
Oh, word. That'd be dope, man. Yeah. I'll be down there.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna enjoy this little break. But yeah, I'm sure you'll probably come back and podcast will come back and we'll be back
Yeah, I mean,
here playing about video games.
I like the thing is I don't want to be gone for too long because I don't want I know consistency is king, right? So I'm not I've always told people, when people take breaks, I'm like, bro, you don't watch Game of Thrones and Game of Thrones end and then you just be like, well, guess I'm not watching TV. No, you find another show to watch. So I'm not gonna disappear forever, but I just know I'm not gonna lie to the people. I don't like inconsistencies. Notice my wife and I, we did the adult show, and as soon as she was like, I kind of don't feel like doing it, I was like, it's done then. Because I like consistency. So once I can't be consistent, so I don't want to I'm not sure when I could, once I get grounded and really get I gotta, come up with a different format. I got stuff in my head. So
yeah, I can't necessarily do anything because Twitter you have to pay for premium subscription to stream on Twitter now. So
bro, I'm telling you, all you gotta do is stream on this thing. This thing is free for a certain amount of hours a month. You could get all of this.
no, but if you link it to Twitter, it says you have to be premium user.
What do you got to? Why you keep bringing up Twitter? I ain't linked to Twitter. This has got nothing to do with Twitter. Just
I got
stream
more
through
followers
this,
there.
bro. Just post a link on Twitter. That's all.
So the thing that you stream off of has the same kind of thing as GeForce Now is trying to do.
Yeah, it's cloud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is cloud based. Yeah. So what happens is, murder. Here's what's crazy. So I used to use this other thing, right? And somebody hit me up and was like, bro, they got this thing was new and nobody really knew what it was. They was like, I'm about to tell you. So the other thing cost like my boy and I, we used to do it together, and I would pay for a year, right? Now it costs I think it was like $350 for the year. It was, but it was an investment, right? I'm streaming all the time. Now it's like my boy just told me, he was like, damn, bro, I don't know, man. It's $45 a month now. Like I let him take it over, right? And it's $45 a month, right? So I mean, listen, if you do this a lot, it's worth it, right? But what happened to me was when this first came out, people was like, bro, try it. I was like, nah, I like the other thing. I was like, I don't care. And you know what they told me? And I said no at first. It was like, bro, the people who get it now is $100 for life, free. Like that's it. You pay one time $100 for life. And I was like, nah. And then a couple people hit me up, and I said, all right, I'll try it. It's just 100, right? And at first, the other thing was better to me. But then this had a little sound effects and stuff. I was like, oh, the other thing don't have that. So then I got into this where I could, when I set my intro, I just press play, and the intro does it on its own, right? And the outro, right? So then I was like, I started using this more. So what happened to me, this dope, is I paid one time $100, murder, and I got this for life. And I don't pay nothing ever again. While the other stuff is $45 a month. So I made a good call. I made a great call. And they probably kicking themselves like, damn, he using this thing all the time.
Yeah. Early adopter.
Early adopter. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Until they shut it down, cowboy.
Well,
you got it for life till they shut it down.
They're gonna be losing money. They're gonna think about it first.
Well, I mean, the cool thing is this is like, your people seeing you use this, then they're kind of like, oh, wow. So then, you pretty much are advertising for them too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, this used to be what called Melon. Now it's
this was Melon. Yeah, this was
Melon. Now it was StreamYards, and it was Streamlabs or
StreamYards.
Talk Studio.
Well, no, so StreamYards was different than this. This was like StreamYards is what I used to use.
Then it was Talk Studio. Melon, Streamlabs, and Talk Studio.
No. So the company that owns what was it called? It was called OBS Stream Labs, right?
Yeah.
And so then their thing was Stream. No, StreamYards was a different thing. This is owned by the same company that owned Logitech. Actually owns this. So Logitech was the ones that made the OBS Stream Labs, and then they got in trouble, so they couldn't call the OBS anymore. So it's his own thing. So so StreamYards is totally different from this. This ain't the same thing because my friends still use StreamYards. That's the thing with the duck. Remember that logo is the duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this now is called Studio.
So what you think, Murray? You think we'll get GTA 6 before Cowboy does another podcast?
Bro,
No.
I ain't gonna be gone that long.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I don't know. Some people like I listen. Hey, Murder. I can't stay away from this that long. Like,
yeah.
trust me, it ain't.
GTA 6 is fall of next year.
Yeah, I ain't. Okay, you think? Yeah, I ain't gonna be going that long. But I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm planning on flipping everything upside down though. Like, so I'm trying to really like, change it up. So.
True that.
Hell yeah. Well, so you ain't gonna be getting your butt whooped on Wednesdays.
Let me tell you something, Murder. Because I'm the undisputed champion. Okay. Yeah. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. Because I'm the undisputed champ. Let me tell you something, all right? I'm the one kicking butts, all right? So you don't worry about that. That ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Hey, Murder, that ain't going nowhere. If my channel was going down, that'd be the
Even
last
if
piece of
you do,
content.
even when you're on vacation, watch. We gonna all link up. Hey, we all gonna link up behind the scenes. It don't even got to be streamed, and we gonna do it just like if you wasn't there.
You know what? Y'all my guys, man. I'll don't worry, man. We're gonna.
Well, we just hope a safe journey to Florida and you arrive there safe and you get yourself settled in and whatnot.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. It's gonna, I mean, I did the drive many times. I'm not worried about it too much, but yeah, my stepdaughter is, this is gonna be the first time. I mean, think about it. She's 19 years old, got her first car, and she's gonna be driving 8 states. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
you're gonna be in the car with your belongings. You got
With my what?
Josie with you with your belongings. Like
Josie's gonna be in Sandy's car.
But see, you guys are all riding together. You guys got you understand what I said? You got your belongings in the car with you.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Take your time. You'll get there.
Crazy.
Hey, Murder.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you something real quick, man. This is only for your eyes, all right?
Mm-hmm.
FK, close your eyes, FK.
All right.
Uh-oh.
See that, Murder? Who is that? Bobby Lashley.
They let you come in there and win? Oh.
So, guys, this is We Wrestle Wednesdays. This is what we do on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
And, this was the last match of the night to see who will be crowned your undisputed We Wrestle Wednesdays champion. And at the end of the night,
around. Look, you over there still asleep.
Yeah, don't you worry about that. At the end of the night, you got Energy.
You ain't doing nothing.
And Rain. Counted him.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Put somebody down. Hold up.
Oh, look. Sammy came. I didn't even know Sammy was in the match.
2, 3. That's one. Oh, look. He tried to hit me with the low blow.
I didn't even. Who was Sammy? Who was that?
That's Sammy. That's what Sammy doing? Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Let me show you something, little Neff. Show you something, little Neff. Hold on. Let's make it look good.
Oh, no. No, you didn't.
1, 2, 3. Let's go. That's how you end the night, Murder.
All right. Yeah, I give it to you. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Who was Sami Zayn?
Sami Zayn was Legend. And the other dude was Rain, and Rain was Rain was Sami Zayn, and Energy was The Fiend.
Wow. All right. I play those matches with you, so I know how hard that is. And you were getting whooped.
I was getting whooped, murder.
Yeah,
but
you were getting whooped. But as soon as you, okay. I know how hard that is, so yeah, much respect.
Put them both out, mind you.
Yeah. And they're
you know how they like to tag team on people too.
Right. That's tough to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've done it, but you know.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I've done it. But, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did you see K9 said he got 1 hour left to go to get off work?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh boy, I don't know what to say, guys. Wow. This is crazy.
Yeah, there ain't much going on really that's important. I mean, unless y'all want to talk about the PS Pro, I think we did that.
We did that, yeah.
We covered pretty much.
Yeah. Well, the only thing you didn't talk about, you were thinking about talking about, was that NetEase thing.
Oh, the money laundering thing. I wonder if that's gonna affect. The only thing I'm wondering if it's gonna affect Marvel Rivals and Destiny Rising. But
isn't
it
that
doesn't look
the
like
company
it
that's
is.
doing like the mobile game for Destiny?
Yeah, they doing Marvel Rivals and Destiny Rising.
So what happened? You said it was like money laundering going on?
They got arrested, fired, like big time executives for NetEase for money laundering.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that? So here's my question: when stuff like that happens, right? Like, is it a big deal for like the video games itself, or do you
That's
just
what
be
I'm
like,
wondering.
okay,
I'm wondering if are the games gonna shut down now because of this,
oh man,
or are they just gonna continue keeping on, and just
NetEase
put in new people?
execs arrested for alleged money laundering and bribery. Corruption charges reportedly amount to roughly $139 million.
That's what them gotcha games. Them gotcha games, bruh.
Them gotcha games already a scam.
What else, Arblo? What's ain't NetEase like a Asian corporation, or like where are they from?
Sour. What's up? Oh,
Yeah,
I don't even know. That guy gotta answer that one.
Chinese, I think.
Yeah. See, I don't know too much about them. You know.
Yeah, me either.
I just know they're doing Marvel Rivals. They're doing Destiny Rising. They got some other mobile games out there too.
Man, that you sure Marvel Rivals is free? Is that really free?
Yeah, that's gonna be free to play.
Yeah.
Damn, I did not know that. I mean, damn, because I was on the fence about it.
Remember, Cowboy? That's why they were. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why they were talking about Concord at the time. They were like, "How you gonna put out? I mean, this, which whatever, it was what it was." But they were like, "How you gonna put that out at 40 when Rivals is coming around the corner and it's free to play?"
For free.
I didn't realize that was one of the arguments.
And the Destiny Rising's free.
Hey, stop bringing up that mobile.
Is that a mobile game? Yeah, no.
No, Destiny Rising is going to be good. Destiny Rising looks good. It's just the microtransactions and stuff in it.
Dude, who is taking that game serious? I don't know nobody else who even mentioned that game but you.
It's gonna be all right.
And mind you, I could rock it, but
it's a mobile game only.
Yeah.
They said they're gonna work on it working compatible with BlueStacks, which is like a PC emulator that emulates Android.
Right.
The answer to your question is yes. It's a mobile game only.
It's a mobile game. Okay. And is it a multiplayer game?
Yeah, they're gonna pretty much have everything that's in Destiny in it. Like the same gameplay. You can go switch to third person in it. They bringing back Sparrow Racing.
Is it going to be the same amount of players on the screen?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be exactly the same.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing right now.
I'm just
looking
asking.
to see what
Huh?
I'm looking to see what new characters came out on Fortnite.
Oh, jeez.
They got the Cybertruck.
Stupid. See? Hey.
Nice question.
It's just the
I
only
don't know.
difference. The only difference is the microtransactions are more hardcore.
Yeah. It's probably cool for somebody, but I just got into Destiny. So thinking about playing Destiny and taking it seriously on a phone, maybe
Right.
that just ain't my thing. Maybe for my kids, or if they wanted to, I mean, maybe, I don't know. But
Oh, y'all saw this? Nintendo freaking took the emulator like studio and they made it theirs. They're like, we claim this land for Japan.
Yeah, I have no clue what you're talking about.
right.
They,
In a video game?
one of the emulators that they sued and shut down, like they just took the studio. They were like, oh yeah, this is ours now.
I don't even understand that. I don't even know how that's possible, but I don't know. I don't live
It's
overseas.
crazy. It's crazy. Nintendo out there fucking
Yeah,
wow.
Nintendo's Debo. Yeah, or they try to be.
They suing Power World for everything. 66,000. 66,000 or get your game shut down, motherfucker.
We were talking about in Discord, and because they were suing that one guy, right? For playing the games on the emulator. I said, listen, when you buy a console and you buy a game, that's supposed to be it. I want to hear you downloading the files, but I paid for the files, so I should be able, so you can rip the file. No, like that's so you. What you want them to do, right? And then Proto was like, well, my console broke, so why else would I not rip the files to play? I was like, no, you buy another console. Well, it costs $200. Well, then you can't play the games. Like, you know what I mean? So people shouldn't get mad when they get sued. Like, do it if you want, but if you get sued, you know what I mean, like, why are you trying to come up with excuses and reasons? It's unfair they did that. My console broke, so I should be able to use the files that I paid for, that you were supposed to use on the console that you paid for, not on your PC emulator.
So you're against emulation?
I mean, me personally, I don't care what anybody do. I'm an individualist, to be honest with you.
Just if you get caught, don't cry about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, somebody like, bro, I'm not telling you not to do it, right?
Right.
I'm just saying, when I hear somebody complaining, I just like logic, right? Like you broke it down earlier, like stuff that makes sense. Like you're doing something you're not supposed to, you got caught, and you're getting sued. Like I always told my kids,
how dare you?
Huh?
Hey, how dare you?
Right? Like I told my kids, one of the best things in life ever is when you can do the crime, do the time. When you could acknowledge that you did something wrong, you will be the better person. Don't go complaining and knowing and excuses. Just be like, you know what? You got me. It was me. I did it. Own up to your own stuff. You'll be the better. You'll be the best person you could be. Because you'll never have no little whining excuses and blame this person. Well, technically, I know I put this in my pocket, but he did it too. You didn't see him. I remember one time, right? I was driving from Florida to Jersey, right? And I was in I think I was in Virginia or Maryland, right? And I mind you, I had a minivan, right? No, sorry. I was thinking about when my boys used to go. Sometimes we were renting a Durango or a minivan. I had my Mitsubishi Eclipse, right? Remember the Spiders, those two seaters? So I was flying, and this minivan, bro, was out in front of me, and I'm just cruising, right? The cops pull me over, obviously, and I was like, and this is when I'm young, so I'm talking back to the cops, like, hey, yo, my man was driving faster than me. Look, you ain't get the minivan. He was like, listen, but I got you. I can't get everybody. I'm like, that's a hard lesson, but so at the end of the day, you just gotta own it. You can't be like, well, I did something bad too, but what about them? Nobody want to hear that. You got caught. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's my little.
That's real stuff.
Real shit.
Gotta own it, man. And now your mama knows.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Trump as president, they're gonna be beating us up again.
Who gonna be beating us up?
The police.
Oh,
They ain't
damn.
gonna be beating me up. I stay
Right,
out
they
their
ain't
way.
bro, I don't never had that problem. That I
Yeah.
ain't listen.
Right.
I walk out my door with no fear at all. Listen, if I like people be like, well, what if you get in an argument, somebody shoot you? Like, bro, why am I? Like, what do I look like? How old you think? Like, I walk out my door, I don't have no fear in the world. Now, if I'm in some random area and get shot, all right, what could I do? But I don't start trouble. You ain't gonna catch me like that. The beef stuff don't follow me, man. Like, I carry myself a certain way. So.
Word.
That's real. Yeah.
And now your mama.
I just know I don't, unless you like somebody out of a movie, I know nobody that walks out in the streets just randomly ever wakes up in the morning going, hop out the bed and go, you know what, baby, I'm gonna go out here and get shot in some random shooting.
Right.
Like, you know, like, hey, babe, I'm just gonna get shot today. Unless you some lunatic.
Get shot
but
today.
murder, you was sleeping on your couch one time and got shot though.
Right. That's why I got to disagree with what you saying. I don't be bothering nobody. Yeah, I got a beanie on and sweaters and stuff, but it's like,
yo, you was minding your business, man.
Right? Yeah. It's like
so my guy Razor's Tech, he said, what's your thoughts on people using AI to produce music? The reason why I don't have a problem with that, because people been using auto-tune for how long, right? And when the world just said, all right, fine. And then everybody using auto-tune. I was like, so you know what? Listen, I'm an individual. I don't really care what people do. All right, this is my motto. I never tell another man not to make money. I will never tell you then don't make money for yourself or your family. So if you found a niche and you was able to use it, and if people are listening to it, that's the thing, right? If it sounds trash, then who cares about them using AI? But if they're using it, it's like, yo, it's kind of dope, and they start listening to it, then you found an audience that like what you're doing. That's the thing. People always get mad at what someone's doing and be like, don't do that, it's wrong. But if there's an audience, that's a reason why they're doing it. That's the problem. So you can't really be mad at them. They're just capitalizing on the people who apparently want, what I mean? So
yeah. But that's the new normal, cowboy, to have an opinion on knocking somebody else's hustle, whatever it may be. You know,
right.
Opinion on this, opinion on that. That's the new normal. So it don't surprise me. You know, it don't surprise me at all. That's what people do now. You know, oh, you cowboy, how dare you like a game that you like? Or cowboy, how dare you not eat the chicken?
Right.
You know, oh, how dare you not put croutons on your salad? You know, like it's everybody. If you put it out there, they all got some weird ass opinion about it to make content about it, to do this about it. That's just the new normal nowadays.
Like the thing is, I'm not saying like I have my own principles, sure as you do. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, some people doing that ain't good for me. But who am I? You know what I mean? It's like the whole I don't want to get crazy, but let's say LBGT, whatever, bro. If you're doing that in your house, then who am I to tell you to stop?
Right.
Now, if it's going to affect me and my kids, now I know when some people feel like, okay, in the school thing, it might not be cool, right? Now, luckily for me, my kids are grown now, so I don't have that fear.
Thank
luckily for me, I'm like, whoo, they getting wild, but I don't have that fear. Now, I do have grandkids, but my grandkids have their parents. They moms need to and dads need to figure it out. You know what I mean? Right. So, but yeah, I'm not one to like put my views on others. I'll speak up on my views, but I'm not gonna say you need to, follow my views. Now, I do like to have, discussions based on logic, where it's like, okay, a fact is a fact. We can't get around that, right? Opinion is opinion. But if we say we're talking facts, then now something got to stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So that's different. Yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing. It's like sometimes you can't even have that. You know, you can't even have that discourse or have an opposite opinion without it being something weird. You know, It's like at least a little bit back in the day, you could at least have somewhat of an opinion and it be yours. You know. Now
Right.
it's like you get pulled one way or the other. You're right or you're wrong on your own opinion.
Right.
It's like
Like,
you know, but
I thought I was talking, not you.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the new normal nowadays. You know, so it's crazy about the simple things. Is it even like what we were talking about as far as gaming and politics?
Right.
You know, like it's a super show or
Right.
whatever you say. You know, it's like
It was
right.
Alana Pierce. Alana Pierce tweeted out she doesn't see how people take political stuff and make it all sports, like fanboyish. Because political's like a whole different thing.
Yeah. I mean,
That you're not supposed to like fanboy over like political sides.
The hard truth is tribalism is real, and that just pretty
Yeah.
much means we're humans. We want to win, and we just like what we like, right? So it's just a human nature to say the Eagles are better than the Cowboys, and you know Xbox is better than Nintendo. Like it's just that we're that's just what we do, you know. So Trump is better than Kamala. Like the humans, that's we're we have this instinctive mine's is better than yours. I'm right, you're wrong. And that's just where that's never gonna end, right? So where I like the fanboy stuff, it gets annoying. Like I feel like I don't mind to have fun. Like today was light and cool, and but when it gets all murder, when it get weird, you're just like, why are we doing this? You know what I mean? So
yeah. You get caught by the mob with the mob mentality for having your own opinion.
When you got people when you got people pulling guns over plastic boxes.
Plastic boxes.
But my man Jeremy, he said some of it is jealousy at the same time. When someone sees someone doing better, they then I think he broke it down, and he said that no matter what they're doing. So yeah, I mean that's that's, and humans are jealous too. That's the thing too, right? You think it would just be jealousy with like, oh, some dude talking to my girl, but nah, we got people mad because you beat a game and they didn't. You know what I mean? Like we got all type of weird stuff, man.
Yeah.
People been
crazy world.
Not to go dark or nothing, but people been dying over jealousy since the dawn of the man.
For real.
Or Neanderthal, whatever it is. That's just some dude was out there. Yeah, they was out there somewhere in them caves, cowboy. jealous at some other motherfucker over there.
Right.
Doing the same thing, It's just something
like his apple tree looked better than mine.
Yeah.
Your rock looks better than my rock.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. I want your club.
You get stoned.
Right. So.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's gonna get better soon, though, man. As soon as people start seeing that the exclusives and things like that are going everywhere, which sucks. Now it should be about which hardware can put out the best product.
Well, Sony did promise. They promised that they're gonna come out with the single player stuff more.
Hey, go back to what your people are trained to and groomed to like.
I was gonna say that. Stick to your bread and butter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you try.
When all else fails, you can always go home.
Like
remember
I get
that cowboy? Sorry about that. I said, remember that cowboy? Even with Mama. Hey, no matter how bad things get, you can always go home.
You can always go home. Yeah.
Or my dad, he always kept it like that for me. No matter how, son,
and that
can always come home.
Cool because I always told my kids, like, home is the place you want to go when you got a bad day at school, when you're mad at work, right? Home should always be the place you're like, you know what? It's going to be all right as soon as I lay my head on my pillow. So.
Right. And PlayStation said, hey, man, we got to go back home for a minute and make them great single-player games.
I get the ideal of you see something like Fortnite and all these multiplayer games, like everybody probably hope they make that next hit, but those games will die too. That's the problem. They're indicative on people playing them over and over and over. So you got to find that hook, you know.
Yeah, but they got to have something though. You know, there are people that actually, believe it or not, that love PlayStation multiplayer games, like real ones. You know, not Call of Duty, not Apex, not Fortnite, not PUBG. I'm talking about a multiplayer game from PlayStation that really rocks.
One of my favorite first-person shooters is the Resistance series. I played part 1, part 2, part 3. I was super into the character, the lore, like
on PlayStation 3 when they had like the 32-person online. I think it was Resistance 3 or 4, whatever one was on PlayStation 3.
It was Resistance 2.
Resistance 2.
They had that,
because with the helmet on the case, they had like the hell gas helmet on the case, gray, like
no.
You're
thinking about what the hell is the name of that game? What's the other one?
Man.
Killzone.
Killzone.
Yeah,
Okay,
Killzone.
got you.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
but I mean Resistance. I played that as well. That's one of the first games I got on my
Resistance 2 did have like a super big multiplayer mode. Yeah. But,
I told you that story back in the day. That was actually the first game I ever gameplayed when it was brand new.
Yeah, I don't think Xbox fans should get too excited over Death Stranding. Don't expect Helldivers to come to Xbox.
That would be cool. If Helldivers came, that would be dope.
Don't expect that one.
So Helldivers 2 would be that would be a win. That would be a
That's
win.
Different, yeah.
That'd be definitely y'all could be like, see.
Nah,
yo, you know what's crazy though? Hey, you know what I was just thinking about? Hey, I gotta come back in time for the Game of the Year awards.
Oh yeah. Hey, you gotta come back for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. But you could handle that.
Game of the Year. Game of the Year is what, November?
Even
December.
Yep, December 8th is
December 8th,
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be kind of disappointed, but I won't because I can't be on that other. Remember, I never played it. If Astrobot wins, I don't think it's Game of the Year.
Bro, if Astrobot wins, man.
Like with all the games that have came out, I don't think. I mean, but then again, I haven't played it, so it's hard for me to say that.
This year, like we were supposed to be busting at the seams with games, and like this year felt like a lot of games flopped pretty hard. Like Concord.
I think if we do a year-end review and look at the games, this year wasn't bad for games. It's just that we're at the end in fourth quarter, and we're just thinking of it now. We're like, what games were there? But they had some games this year.
The only really breakout ones were like Black Myth Wukong.
I don't know, man. There's been on a lot of platforms, man. There's been a lot of good, whether you like it or not, like me. Like I gotta admit, whether I like some of those games or not, there's a lot of games that came out this year.
Yeah, look, K9 said this was one of the best years for gaming.
Oh yes. Here we go.
Maybe next year.
I don't know about that either, but
next year we're gonna have a lot of games.
But I don't think this was a bad year.
Doom, Dark Ages.
Here, let me look
GTA 6 next year. Wolverine. I think next year will be better.
Fable.
Yeah, next year will be way better. South of Midnight.
But not everybody. Not everybody. Just like I don't know when they put out those games, those big games, you know. And they put them out there like that. It's like not everybody plays those games. You know, Hellblade 2, never looked at it, never played it. I never got into Hellblade 1. So I'm not gonna fake just because it's on Game Pass. You know, like I don't just go out there. I'll try like Starfield. I went out at my element and tried Starfield, but it's like if I know I'm not into a game, I don't care if it's on Game Pass or not. You know, I just won't try it. And so You know, that some games just ain't for me. But there has been quite a few games that have came out on Nintendo, on PlayStation. They've came out with a few games.
Like, because this year kicked off Helldivers 2.
Multi-plat games have been everywhere.
Helldivers 2 did okay for a good couple of months, then it fizzled off.
So
Nobody
look
talks
at
about
this,
that game anymore.
TK,
look at
this
this
was
list.
the best year for me since the generation started. I got
So look at this list. It's funny that the game at the top is the DLC for Elden Ring, but so we got Shadow of Italy, Astrobot. I don't even know what that Metamorph game is, but or
Metaphor Fantasio.
Balatro.
Final Fantasy,
the big
Rebirth,
breakout
Like a
indie.
Dragon, UFO 50, Animal. I guess some games I've never even heard of, but Destiny, The Final Shape, Tekken 8. Thank goodness you're here. What the hell? The Last of Us 2 remake.
Oh no, Horizon Zero Dawn remastered over Last
Then
of
you got
Us
all the
Part
third
2
parties.
remastered.
What about all the third parties? Dragon's Dogmas, the Boulder's
Well, they
Gate
mentioned
3,
Dragon's
or was that last year?
That was last year.
But there's been a lot of games that came out. The Assassin's Creed Mirage is if you play, or what's the other game? The RoboCop.
Yeah, but
way underrated.
Oh yeah, I was rocking RoboCop.
Outlaws, like look at Outlaws. That was a highly anticipated game, and it came out and it was a horrible flop.
Yeah, that usually happens when you say a game is good, FCAT.
Actually, FCAT, yeah, he got a point. You're like the Doom, like.
Remember, you were saying X Defiant was the Call of Duty killer.
He did. He did. He gonna act like he ain't say it, but he did. I never forget it, man. That one day I was like, yo, let me just play it. So I was rocking X Defiant. I was like, yo, this, okay, all right. I was getting some kills and everything. Man, I said, let me see what it feel like to play Call of Duty, bro. It was night and day. Like the character just felt like I was holding a real gun and it was weighty, and I was like, oh, this is premium. This is that chef's kiss.
Yeah. Not to take nothing from X, like you said though, it as far as shooters and it did what it did, but then you go and play something that's a little a step up.
Good TK said, this wasn't a great year for fake content creator gamers. Yeah, because they were bitching and crying about this and that game's woke. That's all they did this year. This game's woke. That game's woke.
TK ain't lying either.
Sadlo said Dragon Dogma 2, Hellblade 2, Astrobot,
Banishers.
Stellar Blade, Wukong, Banishers,
Warhammer,
Elden Ring, Shadow of Italy, Metaphor, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom.
Space Hammer, Space Marine 2, it's a good game. It's not like something you should hold up on a pedestal.
You know what's crazy? I'm agree with you. When I was playing it, I was like, so first things first, it's great in the sense of it's been a while where you feel like you got a game and it gave you this mode, that mode, like you felt like it covered its bases, right? You're like, oh, that's dope. They gave you everything. But it is pretty much like all the modes are pretty much the same mode to a point, and then the versus mode is pretty basic, if we're being real. Like their PvP is pretty basic, it's fun, but it's not like groundbreaking. So the game was dope. The game, I felt like, if you could say played it safe, where like it did everything good enough, but it just didn't do anything. Like it didn't like break the mold. It didn't do something you never seen. It didn't leave you with this lasting like, whoa. It just was like it did everything right. And that was it. You know what I mean? But it didn't do anything special.
Did you not at some point say this was your game of the year?
Yeah, at one point I was like, you know what? I said no. I said this might be my game of the year is what I said. And and I beat the game at that point. I said I got to beat it first. And honestly, I was never engaged in the story. Like I felt like I was more rushing through the story. Like the story was was decent, I guess, but nothing stood out. It was just more that military story and a bad dude. You know what I mean? Like nothing stood out like that was really that memorable. It was just like, yo, it was a good story. You know, it's good PvP mode, but it was nothing like that made you feel like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Banishers is still my game of the year, which is
Yeah,
crazy because
I don't know about Indy being game of the year, but Stalker 2 definitely should be up there considering what the studio went through.
I don't think because the studio goes through something makes the game of the year. What the hell are you talking
I
about?
mean,
Like,
we'll see.
oh man, my grandma died, and I just made a game that same week. So I mean, it's like when people go see a movie more because the character died. You be like, do you think the movie made a lot of money because it was great, or because that person died in real life? But yeah, I don't think the judges are gonna vote because of that.
Well, since Russia's pulling out of Ukraine because of Trump, I guess that studio will make more games now.
Well, Sarah Blow says some games you just need to be fun. Yeah, I agree. I mean, fun factor
Right.
is really the name of the game, to be honest with you, at the end of the day. So, you know, he said that's only a little bit of everything I bought and beat this year. He said people need to stop just talking about gaming and play games.
What would he beat?
Mm-hmm.
The Princess Zelda game?
Hey, I didn't start it. I didn't start it.
I heard there's a glitch you can get B-Link in that game.
Oh wow. I think Stalker 2 has potential, but not because there's struggles, more because the game is good. At least the old one was so good and unique. Yeah, we just got to see what it's like, you know. I feel that we're ahead of its time.
Yeah. Wasn't the first one? That was a computer game.
Yeah, it's a PC, right? I never played it.
Yeah, so I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, me
You're trying to say like a Metro kind of game? Anybody play that? Metro Exodus, I think it is.
So I played a bunch of them. I think
Like
Stadia
that.
had like all of them. So I played a bunch of them Stadia, but I never played them long. Like I was just like, oh, let me check this out because I never had interest in them. And I was like, you know what it is? It's when it's something's just late. You know, you're like, oh, I heard of this game a long time ago, and now I'm playing it like 12 years later. It's like, how much you want me to be that enthusiastic? And if the game don't grab you in the beginning, then it's kind of like I'm playing it to see if it's gonna pull me in, and if it doesn't, then I'm kind of like, all right, let me just turn it off.
Yeah, because I've done that with a bunch of games. If they're not for me, I can figure it out. It'll take me about 3 or 4 hours. But if I'm not, for me, I know a lot of people say, oh man, you got to get 36 hours into it and then it gets good and then you'll like it. But I'm not, I know what I like to play. And I've been, as I, getting older, I'm dabbling off into different things, but it don't take me, I'm not going to play a game for 25 hours that I don't like. That's not, that's not my thing. So.
That don't make no sense.
Right.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta still put my daughter's dresser out, and I still got stuff to do. But and then watch wrestling. Yeah. But man, thank you guys for rocking. Murder, thank you for coming on. I know my man F Cat was gonna be in the building, but it was a real treat when my man Murder jump up in the building. It's always a good time.
Thank you. You already know.
Yeah,
I had to on this last show,
Good luck with all that, Cowboy, and we'll see you when you come back.
All right, man. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. I'll still I'm gonna do my We Wrestle Wednesdays, obviously, because I got Smack Murder around a little bit. Hold up, what belt you got that I want? I know you got something.
I cursed myself.
Oh, you mean how you did me? How you did me dirty?
I got shut out. Yep. I didn't win a belt.
I don't even feel bad for you.
I know. You shouldn't.
Nah, you did me dirty. You called it too. All right.
You wait. Even if it don't be online, somebody, Energy, Rain, Chosen, Loco, we gonna link up in Cowboys. You can get whooped offline.
I mean, I just feel like you know, me and my guy Chosen retained our women's tag titles. You know what I'm saying? No.
That should have been my belt.
He said, Metro is more linear and fast-paced. Stalker is more of an open-world survival. You have to plan ahead
Yeah,
and play slower.
it's way more harder and more intense.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure
That's
that's my
dope.
thing. I might want the more fast-paced game over that one, but
Right.
that's just me.
I don't know.
Right.
People gonna buy it and people gonna hate on it. Either way.
yeah.
I'm gonna see what's up. We're gonna hopefully the multiplayer that they confirm will be good.
Yeah, I
Is
hope
it
they
in
make
Game Pass?
a cool little
Yeah, they
multiplayer.
confirm multiplayer for Soccer 2.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's cool when you get I like when games add multiplayer in it. You know what I mean? Like you end up liking the game, and then you're like, oh, I got a little multiplayer mode. You know?
I could see it being like a co-op feature. I don't see it being like a real multiplayer.
It's not gonna be co-op. It's gonna be PvP.
Oh wow.
No, but what he was saying is he could see it being co-op, not PvP.
But if they've already came out and said it's going to be PvP, then hey, I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they said. They said it's only gonna be PvP, no co-op.
Oh damn! I forgot to call my lawyer today.
See?
Bro, I ain't do a lot of stuff. I was supposed to call my. I didn't call to tell me the water bill and the damn electric bill that we moving. I ain't do none of that. I gotta get my life together, yeah. There's too much going on.
Yeah. Hey, if you don't got to get whooped this Wednesday, you know we all totally understand. You really
Bro,
busy, man.
Nothing stopping me from whooping on you and them other bums this Wednesday, murder. That is happening. All right.
All right. I'm just saying we understand if you got to pull out. We can like run it behind the scenes without you.
Nah, this will be the last time I go live this week on We Wrestle Wednesdays, but that's gotta do it.
Yeah. How do I go from almost pre-ordering $100 version of Indiana Jones to waiting for Game Pass? Shower below. How does that happen?
You didn't like what you heard, apparently.
I didn't like what I saw.
I mean, you was
Hey. That's the blessing of Game Pass. That's what they want you to do. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Use it for what that's what they want, you know. Or I don't know.
Sour Blow said that PvP flows with the story on Stalker 2.
Oh.
PvP has to do with the zone.
They said it's supposed to be something like Tarkov, like Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yo, you know what I'm wondering? Is Marathon just going to be like one particular mode, or will it be like multiple modes?
You say Marathon?
That's a good question. Marathon.
Man,
yeah.
I just wanna play Marvel Rivals, but yeah, I need more to see more in Marathon.
Well, hopefully it doesn't shut down and it actually does come in next month.
Oh, you're talking about Marvel Rivals because of NetEase?
Yeah, because of the NetEase thing.
I'm pretty sure it's way too much money on the table for that game to shut down, man. Like, and you got to think, if the head of something was doing something, at the end of the day, the dude would just step down and somebody else would take over. Like,
yeah,
that's all.
We talk about Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, he's saying that the whole thing with the company, there might have some crazy stuff going on. I said at the end of the day, somebody would just step down and somebody else would take over the company. They're not gonna not make the game.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
And it's gonna be supposedly on almost all the platforms, so it should have a it has a case. Not like Concord, $40.
Oh, if Stalker 2's PvP is good, I'll buy it on PC. No doubt. But Indy, I'm on the fence. I'm on
This
the
sound
fence
cool.
now
He
with
said you're a
Indy.
stalker. So look, okay, this sound cool. He said you're a stalker and you travel the zone. He said in the zone, one of the enemies are the other stalkers. That sounds kind of cool. It reminds me of when Assassin's Creed.
The new sniper resistance, sniper elite resistance that's coming to Game Pass.
You know what's funny? I seen a picture of that. Never even heard of that game. So they came out a new Sniper Elite. Is it like a part?
It's a new sniper elite, and it's gonna be day and date on Game Pass.
Is it part 6? Is it considered part 6?
I don't know.
Because remember, part 5 came out recently to Game Pass.
So yeah, I believe it is 6.
Well, that's what it would be, but check it out. I feel like all the Sniper Elites are the exact same game. Like identical. I remember when Game Pass got part 5, and I guess Stadia was around then, right? And Stadia didn't, and I played it on Game Pass. And I felt like I was just playing part 3. Still fun game, the whole, slow motion kills and all that. But they don't really do much to change the game. It's dope though. Ooh,
I used to like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And see, one of the cool things, at least about Sniper Resistance, is that you could play 6-on-6. So it's pretty much your 6 snipers against other snipers around long distances. And, at least it had that element to it. I liked that about Sniper Elite 5 and 4.
Yeah,
I played both of those.
Oh snap, Hitler. Yeah, they ain't show nothing special.
Right. Same thing they showed 16 years ago with Sniper Elite 2.
Hey, bro, for real. Could have been the same game. Hitler was back then too. I don't know. Oh man. All right, guys, let me get up off of here, man.
All right.
Damn. What do I say? Besides, thank you guys for everything, man. And see you on Wednesday. Because it ain't over yet. Because I got to put Murder down. Because he don't try to take everything from me. He stopped me from winning any single match. But you know what I did, Murder? I rose like a phoenix. You understand? And I came back. And I got my guy chosen. And together, we, the people, was not ruined by your failed attempt to stop me. Failed attempt, Murder. Failed.
Just know, we're going to pack you up. Come Wednesday, we're going to pack you up early.
Hey.
And
hey, Murder, if you don't think I'm running off in the sunset with a championship, you got another thing coming.
Oh, so is this the last Wrestling Wednesday period?
For this week.
I was about to say, if that's the case, we're gonna beat you up extra bad. And look, and you ain't getting no favors just because you moving away. We're gonna kick your
Murder. This is the last We Wrestle Wednesday in New Jersey, all right? But just know, I'm coming for you.
All right, we'll see. Don't let him act like he don't know what's going on. When he say, "Man, yo, they robbed me," coming 2 weeks from now, just know he let me know what was going on. I let him know what was going on. He getting took out come Wednesday.
Bet. All right, guys, we up out of here, man. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And see you guys on Wednesday. I'll be putting out some videos because I've been making the cute little videos. I went and see my granddaughter the other day. My oldest granddaughter went to it's called Supercharge. We was go-kart racing the other day. So I got some videos to put out. And but with that being said, see you guys in the next one. And now your mama knows. Write it down.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!